Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dynasty Tuesday, where we stop doing what we don't want to do, redraft, and we take some time and we do what we do want to do, Dynasty. Welcome, everybody. We're so excited to have you. Obviously, still adding to the studio. We are going to do a couple of things tonight, but mainly just answer your Dynasty questions, look at your Dynasty teams, and give you advice. We're definitely going to start with doing a Dynasty startup draft and see how these players have shifted. I want to do some overreactions in Dynasty just to see how crazy the Dynasty community can be. I'm not the only one here. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Schmidt.
Yep.
And big announcement here, actually, that we've been waiting to tell you. Today is actually Nathan's birthday. So happy birthday to Nate. Everybody say happy birthday to Nate in the comments.
Thanks.
Of course.
It's not my birthday.
It is Nate's birthday. You will see him celebrating today and tonight at the bars. So congratulations to Nate.
Yeah, it's not, but I'll let you know when it is my birthday.
It's his birthday. So, all right, let's, I dropped the link to the Dynasty Startup Draft in the announcements tab of the Discord. And so I'm waiting for that to fill up, and then I'll have you pull that up, Scotty. We got people joining in now. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots open. I'll send it here in the YouTube chat in about 30 seconds. I'll give you guys on the Discord a chance to jump in first. Again, Discord announcements tab if you want to get in the startup draft. But we're just gonna overreact. We're gonna be irrational. Because, you know, why not? We actually have player data. It's a small sample size, but we've got player data. Tomorrow we're gonna release a video on some of the wide receivers that have jumped out early in the season for Dynasty and why we've moved them up our rankings and how much we've moved them up our rankings compared to all of you. And so let's see who's here in the freaking chat. Zeno was here early. What's up, Gino? Image says he's cooked like Avery, 0-2. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't. I mean, there's just nothing worse. That was just a miserable 3 hours last night. Like, watching that game was horrible. It was the worst. So yes, I am 0-2. His neighbor's the wide receiver one in Dynasty Startup right now. I wouldn't say he is, probably. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight here. We're gonna do a Dynasty startup. And so let me see. We've got 1, 2 more spots, and so I'll drop it in the YouTube chat here real quick for you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for jumping in. Drop a like if you enjoy the Dynasty streams, and of course, we're gonna be hanging out with you for a while tonight. Just talking Dynasty fantasy football. This is what we obviously love to do the most. So there's the draft link. We should be filling this up here. How are you, Nate? What's going on? What'd you have for dinner?
I had pork, tenderloin, and stuff.
Grilled or breaded? Tenderloin.
Oh, it was like a pork fillet. You know, like it was a pork fillet. So it was not breaded. It was pan seared. On top of the stove, nothing breaded about it.
Okay. Didn't understand that. So
yeah, what did you have?
I haven't eaten yet. So I probably won't, or I'm gonna get hungry on this stream and we're gonna eat. So all right, Scott, here's the draft. We're starting this up in the production chat for you. There you go. Boom. All right.
Is there a way for us to view this draft?
Yeah, I just dropped it in Scott's chat. You can pull it up as well. I've got it up.
What? It's a screenshot of a team.
What? All right, images on the clock. Got it, Scott?
Yeah, it's
right.
Legit, just a screenshot of a team. The one that you dropped in the production chat.
Okay, hold on, Scott. I'll send it again. Dude, it's literally says drafts 19. No, it's pulling up the draft for me. There we go. All right, now Scott has it. All right, Allen and Jackson go first overall and second overall.
What
so
the heck?
We're good.
Dude.
You can use the full screen shot now if you want to, Scott.
What is going on?
That way it's not just me looking at the.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
There you go. Yeah.
Why did it work for him and not for me?
Try it again.
I have literally clicked on it 10 times.
I just don't think you know how to
screenshot.
use technology.
Yeah, go. Watch.
All right. Show Nate how dumb. Not letting you view it. I don't know why. Too bad. It's up on the screen.
Super dumb, aren't I?
Well,
Super dumb.
I mean, again. What's up, Sunraker? Good to see you. It says it's domain time. It is, absolutely. The verification code isn't going through on the site. Go to the Discord and open a thing with site issues, and they can help you out with that. So, yeah, as you can see, we added the new panel lights to the studio today, so we're making progress. It's looking better every day, I think. So,
yeah,
it's pretty sweet though.
I like the look.
All right, well, I do too.
We need to.
So Neighbors went 103. Neighbors went 103 here over Chase. Puka went over Lamb. Jefferson goes 110. Is Neighbors the wide receiver 1 in Dynasty? I haven't moved him up yet.
No.
Well, what?
He
had one big week.
Yeah.
That's not enough sample size.
I don't know why I would move him up to wide receiver 1. Why would Chase not be? Would be my first question.
Oh man.
And secondly,
why would
we not apply the same logic to Puka, who's a wide receiver 1 after 2 weeks right now?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Or CD, who actually has a consistent starting quarterback. I don't know. I just think you're looking at what is a pretty big tier there. So I think the tier, I think you could expand the tier now if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you wanted it to be Chase, Neighbors, CD, and Puka. Yeah, sure. Sprinkle a little JJ.
But 1 week, like what?
Yeah, I don't really know.
1 week. That's all it took, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, Chris.
Hey, try logging out and logging back in on your thing. I think that might fix it. What did Chris say? Ooh, Mason says he thinks our new studio is sick, probably better than the footballers.
He said Puka's greater than, and I said I'm.
Have you ever seen Mason get that excited about anything?
What?
Beating me.
No.
Never.
I never.
I didn't even know he had that type
I didn't
of
know he
emotion
was
in him.
that animated.
I don't think he knows how pissed I was too. Like I it is, we have a special rivalry, Mason. I literally couldn't sleep. I was up at 3:30 a.m. and I could not sleep.
I will say, for whatever reason, your guys' competition or your matchups always end up being the most entertaining by far, because they're always so dang close. Like, they're always the craziest things that happen. I went to bed last night after that first game, and I was like, I'm not even wasting my time watching the second one, because there is legit a next to zero chance that Avery loses this game. Like, even if Hampton ends up being disappointing again, there's no shot he doesn't score 10 points at least. Like, that was the most unexpected ending, unexpected like production week for Hampton in a matchup that honestly, it wasn't great. Could have been worse. Pretty whack.
Yeah, he said it's hilarious that back-to-back seasons our matchups come down to the. I know. It is the rivalry of all rivalries. It's the first time I'm on the losing end of it, and I want to die. I want to die, man. I want to die. I cannot handle it. I literally couldn't.
Who do you have next?
Badaki. We're both 0-2. One of us is going to be 0-3.
let me look at Badaki's team. I don't think I like Badaki's team.
I will be favored.
Let me look.
That doesn't mean anything. I mean, I don't think you understand how bad my team has been so far. Like, every single one of my
Badaki just
players.
lost Burrow. Rip.
Yeah, Badaki.
So he's got to figure out QB, but he'll be
his other
putting.
QB is McCarthy.
Okay, he's got Adams, Neighbors, Cook, Chase Brown, and his flex is going to be like, oh gosh, if you don't win this week, you're screwed. Like, that would be insane.
Trust me, I know,
because
I'm aware. I think I'm screwed anyways.
His depth is worse than mine.
I think I'm screwed anyways.
Because Tracy and Harvey are screwed.
Ben says Avery apologized to Greg Roman to end this. For what? What do I apologize to Greg Roman for? They didn't put the clip in of me calling him fat, did they?
Greg Roman?
Yeah. That didn't make it in the video, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I watched it, and
I did say I was yelling at the TV that Greg Roman was. I said I'm losing this match because of fat Greg Roman. No, I didn't hope they put that in there. I was mad. No. But I don't know why I would apologize. Avery, you could block him on Dak from Dak on the waivers. I could do that. I honestly don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference, but you know.
That is whack, dude.
Okay, so here's one thing. We need to talk about a couple things in this Dynasty startup here first. Nothing super out of the ordinary. May and Mahomes going at the turn is fine. London goes where he was. Gibbs going where he was. Genty hasn't moved. Bowers hasn't moved. Burrow went at the 210 in this draft. You lose a year of production for Burrow, so his 3-year outlook is significantly decreased.
Yep.
It's also the 5th or 6th serious injury for Joe Burrow. I mean,
Yes.
is he Andrew Luck?
And when you say that, what do you mean by that?
Is he
Because
gonna retire
I
early?
keep saying that, and I don't understand what people are trying to imply. I'm like,
Is he on the
Does he-
same career trajectory as Andrew Luck because of how he is consistently getting injured because of the Bengals'
so the question is
incompetence?
he going to give up and retire early? No.
No, he's not going to retire.
No,
See,
he's
that's the other
absolutely
thing.
Not with the money that he's making.
The
shot.
Luck retiring early thing was so much of a unique situation because of Luck's personality.
It was his personality.
And
100%.
Burrow's just Burrow's a
not.
diva. Burrow is a whiny baby in my
Burrow
opinion.
will be a backup in the NFL before he
But he's
retires.
never going to give it up. Not
No,
like Luck will.
No way.
It's everything to him. Because I mean, based on what I watched in quarterback, his alternative is playing the piano, and he should
he's
not do
awful.
that.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Yep.
Okay, so Achan Odunze at the 211 in this draft. I'll talk about Odunze. I mean, look, we went ahead of Marv, Rice, T-Mac here. Rice going at the 303. He's already climbing, and he should be climbing.
I can't argue with Marv because he is getting more target volume than Marv. He's in a situation that isn't great, but it's not worse than Kyler Murray throwing in the ball. I mean, Kyler Murray's just kind of mid at this point. Like, it's not. Kyler will be a starting quarterback in the NFL for probably a while just because of the upside that he offers and the playmaking ability and whatnot. Like, he'll always be a serviceable asset that someone will want to start at the NFL level.
Yeah.
But as far as like a true X wide receiver like Marvin Harrison Jr., you do wonder like how much is Kyler really hurting Marv's production? Because Marv isn't losing routes. He's not losing opportunities necessarily. He's capitalizing on the few ones that he gets because Kyler just isn't throwing the ball his way. He's a lot more comfortable. I just find it interesting that like Kyler is a lot more comfortable getting the ball to Trey McBride. Yeah. Because Trey McBride is
he's an easy
in theory
target.
is the easier target. Because it's a short.
Because bad QBs can get easy targets to tight ends like that. You have to be good to get a good X receiver the ball.
Yeah, you just wonder like in the game script, the game plan every single week, like why is Gannon in the OC? Why are they not telling Kyler top priority is getting the ball to Marv? Because he's the guy that brings another dimension to their offense.
Yeah.
Like he's the reason that they can be an explosive offense, get big plays, be really next level compared to what they have just with the pairing of Kyler and McBride, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a nice high floor pairing, but it makes no sense to me why they would. It really doesn't make any sense to me at all because the RP kind of proves our point. The RP in 2024 for Marv as a rookie was great. It was everything that we expected it would be. And you just haven't seen, in terms of target volume, you haven't seen much of a change. So I didn't mean to make it a Marvin Harrison Jr. conversation. It was just more like, do I think it's merited that Rome Odunze is now essentially taking the place of where Marv was being priced
He goes off the
heading
board
into
as
the
wide
season?
receiver 12 here.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
And that was going to be
I have him at 16 right now, and I'll move him up incrementally over the next couple of weeks if he continues this crazy run. But yeah, do I think you're wrong for being excited about Rome Odunze when all offseason we were telling you that he was likely to be the wide receiver one there long term in a Ben Johnson offense? No, I don't think you're wrong for being excited about that at all.
Yeah, and I mean, with a larger sample size, Rome could easily go there. And my next point was going to go to Marv. Rice is moving up. Nick's in the third. Herbert in the third. Caleb has fallen down into the third. So whatever. He was going there. I did want to talk about this. JSN at the 209.
Why is JSN not moved up?
Are you taking JSN or Genty in Dynasty?
I plead the fifth.
It's unacceptable.
I would give a hair widths edge to Genty right now, and it's slipping away.
Hampton at the 308. So I feel like the advantage here. I give my full spiel on Hampton in the DFF video tomorrow, the rest of season rankings, but I feel like the advantage here to being a dynasty player is we know not to freak out on running backs after 2 weeks. Because everybody else is freaking out. About the rookie running backs. The rookie running backs, I think, are going to be fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
I'm not really worried.
That's why
about
I'm not going to make Genty fall down my rank.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. So
who can jump him right?
So Ibuka goes 310, ahead of Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, I'm assuming you're cool with that.
Ibuka going at wide receiver 10.
Wide receiver 16, 310 overall.
Oh, 310. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
JT goes, Bucky, Henderson. Obviously, Travis Hunter still going in the 3-4 turn. It's early for Hunter, but I mean, the returns haven't been great yet. But we'll see. It's early. He's a rookie. Like, we know this, guys. We're dynasty players. So, Vice City says Rome looks like an alpha wide receiver. Oh yeah, Chiefs look lost that Rice. They definitely do. You are 100% right.
Yeah, I think people are realizing that too, which is why he's rising.
Mason says Jason over Ladd easily. Jason over Nico too. I am in full favor of that.
100%.
I agree with you.
So
I think that's correct.
Can you give me my Nux, please? By the way, with that JSM versus Nico thing, because that was one thing that I kind of went balls to the wall with my personal rankings. Aside from market value, I was like, really, in a vacuum, if you were to ask me who I prefer long term in Dynasty, I want JSN over Nico, and I had Nico ranked at wide receiver 12. And we're already there. Just like that, we're already there. And it doesn't shock me at all because you're seeing more consistent target volume, less boom bust potential like Nico has. And really, for his skill set, it's looking like a better situation right now because Stroud doesn't even have the time to get the ball downfield because he's under so much pressure all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm pumped about JSN. I'm really, really happy that he's rising and will continue to rise. I think to a point where he's probably establishing himself in that tier above where we originally had him in the Marv, Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Nico Tet sort of tier.
Dale says, my blueprint suggests I down tier from Wilson to T. Should I still do this? That would be fine for your team. My weekly infinite also told me to target Kittle. Not sure if this was before the injury. No, I mean, it's probably after the injury if I had to guess. I'm assuming we had him labeled as a soft buy last week on because that was even after the injury because he was rolled out at that point. So I would say yes. If you're a rebuild reload, especially, you can play the market there.
Yep.
Jones Bones asked about Zay Flowers. Let's talk about him. Flowers in this draft went at the 412, a little bit higher than he was going in the offseason.
No, this is interesting. Why is Tyler Warren going at the 504?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Mason's right. Mason said Tyler Warren should be going 18 picks earlier than he did.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. Yeah, realistically, I don't think you're gonna. I think if we did two of these, if we'll do another one, if we hit. What are we at? 41 likes. We're at 195. We hit 150 likes. We'll do another Dynasty Startup. So drop a like on the stream. Yeah, realistically, I think Tyler Warren's going to be a third-round pick easily. Like Mason suggests, that's a fantastic take. Judkins in the 5th, though. I mean, it's not looking that bad. It looks better than Hampton in the 2nd.
Mason, I am so happy that like even if Judkins does nothing this week, I'm just happy that the Judkins week, like where I have no choice but to start him and like this is his time to actually start doing stuff, it's against you. And unfortunately, Judkins actually has a really tough matchup this week. So it's probably gonna be brutal. He's got Green Bay at 1. So
Higgins drops down here to the 507. Higgins just got paid. Like, I mean, I get it, he loses a year.
That I've had, aside from Hampton trades for like redraft today, some of the most common trades that I saw today, and I've legit done like 25 dynasty trades today. The most common one involves T. Higgins. And every single time I was telling him, you can't trade T. Higgins now. If you have T. Higgins, ain't no way I'm moving off of T. Higgins right now because there are a couple of scenarios that come to fruition here. A, you're selling him and you sell him at a discount. Objectively, you're selling him at a discount. Or B, you hold him and he produces at a really high level for a couple of weeks with Jake Browning and then you sell him off of a big game. Or C, he's just kind of mid this year, which is very possible, and you just wait until Burrow's back. So the production upside that he offers when Burrow's back is something that you just can't offload for pennies on the dollar or for a discount right now if you're a reload.
Saquon and Chris McCaffrey. Saquon goes in the mid-4th of this draft.
Yeah.
So already, like a round and a half of value he lost just after 2 weeks after the season started. We've already bumped. Like, yeah. That's super interesting. It's happening that fast, to be honest with you. Is this keep trade cut graph like that too?
Who's Judkins?
No, Barkley's. Has he like actively lost dynasty value? Or are people just drafting him lower because
it literally it has been changing. When I do blueprints, I have to refresh every time because like to check market value because it refreshes.
It moves. It honestly moves too fast. Like people are moving guys up too fast.
Barkley has risen a little bit actually.
Okay, so
he's a mid-second.
Interesting. Okay.
Mason said if Judkins outscores Jacobs in this game, it will kill me. I will say, dude,
that would be the best possible
after
scenario.
Derrick Henry putting up 2.3 points against Cleveland's front four, you and I both have really tough matchups in that game. Like Judkins is gonna be in trouble,
Packers
and
have
Jacobs
Cleveland
be in
this
trouble.
week.
Yeah, I know they're
Jacobs
playing each
is
other.
Gonna struggle, dude.
So
we need to
dude,
we need
Judkins
to make sure
scored 10 points on 30% snap share.
we need to make sure we rank him accordingly there because
Who,
that's
Jacobs?
That's a tough matchup.
Yeah, and Judkins. Judkins had 27% snap share. They gave him 10 carries. They're like, dude, practice for 2 days. Get in here. You've got talent. We'll give you opportunity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Chargers are like, Hampton, who are you? Henderson, who are you?
Yeah, like this week, I think I'm going to rank ETN above Jacobs.
Oh, I would hands down do that for sure.
I think I'm going to rank. I mean, I think
move,
Kyle has Jacobs ranked too high.
I would move Jacobs down probably a full tier, and I would move Judkins down quite a bit.
Yeah.
than where I will have him rest of season.
Yeah, I agree.
That is like that's a nightmare matchup for both of them.
So,
who does Derrick Henry have a decent matchup this week? He has Detroit. I'll take it.
That's a fine matchup.
Yeah,
fine matchup. No other big changes so far in this startup draft. J-Mo's going in the 5th, which I think is totally warranted in Dynasty. I'm totally fine with that. Harvey's still going like early 6th. Olave's there. Laporta's there. Goff is there. I did see Dak and Penix jump up a little bit here. Devonta Smith drops just a little bit to the mid 6th. DK's already, he was already going there. I'm sure there are guys. there is a slider that we haven't seen go, and he goes there. Mid 7th, JJ McCarthy is a little bit lower than what we're used to in Dynasty Fantasy Football, but it doesn't sound like he's gonna miss a ton of time. So
they said 2 to 4 weeks. I think people are kind of reacting to how bad he.
Yeah,
he's
that's
really,
probably most of it.
7 of the 8 quarters he's played, he's looked awful, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Mason said you should do a recap of all the 5th round picks in the draft. Wonder how many Judkins would go over now. So you read my mind, dude. I'm gonna do that the week that Judkins goes off. Like the week that Judkins has like 15 plus points, I'm gonna do that basically.
Matthew Golden.
I don't know if I should do it during this week because I don't necessarily want a victory lap yet.
Wait.
I would rather like play it down until he actually produces.
Matthew Golden in the 7th is interesting in Dynasty still because, like, from a Dynasty standpoint, I mean, the fact that we're seeing literally 0 different from the Packers makes me extremely concerned about his utilization. They are doing nothing different. And what I think is going to happen is people are going to elevate him because of the Jaden Reed injury, and it's going to matter 0% because it's just what they do. They cannot help giving Malik Heath.
It's exactly like the Eagles. It's just like the Eagles. They can't help but not throw the ball.
They throw the ball more. They throw the ball more than the Eagles. The problem is they spread it out so much.
Kraft was a big riser that not a lot of people. I think there were a lot of Kraft truthers, but in terms of target volume and opportunity, not a lot of people factored that in. So,
dude,
for a riser like Kraft, he almost essentially makes up for Jaden Reed being injured.
Speak of the devil, I'm surprised we haven't.
Name drop.
7 rounds in. I think people are forgetting about him.
Speaking of Dynasty rankings, where do you have him ranked in Dynasty?
Where do I have Tucker ranked in Dynasty? Good question. I moved him up quite a bit. No, evidently I didn't. I had him as tight end 9 before the season. I haven't touched him yet.
I have him officially over TJ Hawkinson.
Oh gosh, easily. I would take him. I mean,
he's
in the same tier with Kittle.
Right there with Kittle and Loveland. I don't know what to do with Loveland. I err on the side of caution when it comes to moving him down.
There goes Kraft.
So I don't think I'm not gonna really move him down.
We don't need to move him down. We knew this was going to happen to Loveland. We told everybody it's going to happen to Loveland. Yeah. It's always going to be year 2 for him, and he'll pop off and be great.
If Tucker Kraft continues to go off, then I'll move Kraft over Kittle and Loveland.
Yeah.
But I don't really think it merits moving Loveland right now.
Yeah.
Question here for you.
Yeah.
Assuming Tyler Warren doesn't fall off the face of the earth or get injured. Assuming he just continues this on and is pretty close to the level of production that McBride and Bowers have.
Yep.
And Warren settles in the 3rd round.
Yep.
Which is where a lot of people expect.
Yep.
What is Bowers doing in the 1st? And what is McBride doing in the 2nd?
Bowers should have never been there. McBride in the 2-3 turn was much better. Yeah. That's where Warren should go. Yeah. It's where all 3 of them should be valued, to be honest.
I think people will correct.
But again, I mean, like, how many times have we actually seen in modern Dynasty era, so last 4 to 5 years since we moved away from running backs being the whole entire 1st round,
tight ends that you pay for actually paying off.
And it's not only that,
Paying
because
up
tight
for.
ends in the 3rd round hold their value over time extremely well.
Yes.
It's those tight ends that go in the 1st. We've had 2 of them, and it's been
Right.
Pitts and Bowers, and they both have ended up inevitably losing value.
Yep.
Has Bowers lost value in the markets? Like,
no. He is maintained. Technically, I don't necessarily. I believe that he goes 205 here. I think he'll be mid second when it's all said and done, probably.
Justin Fields being the quarterback 25 on Flock feels pretty crazy. In Dynasty, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. He's on a 1-year deal. Like, I don't know. Pistol P said he didn't receive his week 2 blueprint. If you go to the Discord and open up a ticket, we can help you out with that. We got to figure it out so we can get your week 3 one. So just open up a ticket and we can help you out for sure. But if you follow the link above, by the way, the bit.ly that's above, if you'll click on it real quick, Scott, so they can see it.
That's crazy, John. John said he traded
The bit.ly
Debo.
link.
Traded Debo for a second round
one.
pick that turned into 1. That's nuts. That is crazy.
You can just click on it. It'll open it. There you go. There is, if you scroll down here real quick, there's the blueprint options for tonight. We will be doing those. There's also trade questions. If you guys have in-season trade questions, you can submit them. We can on the stream. So just wanted to show you that. That's also where you can go ahead and get a blueprint, though, if you want to get a blueprint done tonight. We're going to be doing plenty of them. So Matt says he just sent a super chat on the site. Awesome. Let's pull that up.
Glorious 10.
Probably. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, that's the one. He said PPR non-tight end premium. Trade Brenton Strange for the Packers defense? ?
I'm assuming that's a redraft question, and actually, yeah, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I had in my opinion, I had the best waiver pickup of the week this week, and I beat Mason by $1 for it. I knew there would be a lot of suitors for him, and I put $7 in the Packers defense, and I legit think they might be my defense rest of the year. Now, I'm 0-2, so it may not freaking matter, but yeah, I'm cool with that, Glorious. You can go ahead and do that. Appreciate you, man. Dynasty trade question right above it, Scott, if we can go ahead and look at that real quick, too. Bowers in an early second for Addison, Achane in a first. So you're basically down tiering from Bowers to Achane in a first. So you have Juwan Johnson as your other, but you have a bunch of rookie running backs too. Very tough here. Value-wise, I mean, where did Achane go in this draft? Achane went 212. I mean, I don't think that's that bad. Make sure they can see that, Scott, by the way. I don't think that's that bad. Are you good with this, Nate? In Dynasty? I think I'm fine with this, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think you go ahead and do
cool with
this.
that move.
I'm good with this.
Non-tight end premium, sure.
Jotham, appreciate you. But looking back here at the draft, Scattaboo goes in the 9th. He's been a riser recently. ETN in the 9th. So you have Caleb Johnson finally goes off the board here in the 9th round. The 9th round. What a fall from grace for my boy Caleb, my guy. I don't know. The analytics were great. I loved his tape too. He might be a long play. He might just be somebody that doesn't break out till next year, which sucks. I thought he was gonna have immediate impact. I wish he did have immediate impact, but might end up taking an L on that one. We'll see. Hope I'm wrong. I hope he gets in the rotation soon. Fat Debo is one we look stupid so far, at least. Now here's the thing about Debo. And why I'm not super worried about this. We were definitely. I don't know why his data was so bad.
It was terrible. His RP was terrible.
Like, I've never seen somebody with that bad a route running profile be as productive as him, ever. So I'll die on that hill with the data, and I'll be wrong. I'll be fine. The one thing is he's going to get hurt, and his dynasty value is going to drop again. Yeah. It's Debo. He's going to get hurt. I hate it for him, but he's going to. But from a utilization standpoint, we were wrong. Oh, that's a dynasty, Matt. Yeah, I would still do it. I'm fine with it. You guys said Neighbors wide receiver one in Dynasty like 4 months ago. Now he's not. Did we say that? No, we didn't. I think you better check your facts. We never said Neighbors was the one.
No, we did not. People were asking that.
No, absolutely not.
No way.
We had Jefferson and Chase as 1 and 2 the entire offseason. And
Neighbors was the one in Dynasty. We said he has the upside. He has the upside potential to eventually be the wide receiver one. We said it's possible. We didn't say he was.
Yeah, you won't find the receipt of us saying that. I promise you won't. Yeah, we never said that.
No, we didn't.
That's not something we would have said. He has wide receiver one upside.
I mean, I've had Neighbors and Puka neck and neck / Puka almost over Neighbors a couple of times in my dynasty ranks. Like I've got him. I have him a step down from Chase.
A-Rod says he's hitting the ejectos seat on BTJ. I'm not. I will chill and
it's a bad time to sell BTJ
and not overreact.
The 7 targets and 11 targets the first 2 weeks of the season. I think the outlier is the fact that he's been in single digits production wise and not had 20 plus points each week.
Yeah.
So they will come. Don't worry.
Drop a like on the stream. If we hit 100 likes, we'll do another startup draft. So drop a like, and we can do another one of these startups. Keep hanging out, keep answering your questions, but
Got a couple trade questions.
yeah.
Go to Dutch. Dutch is a dynasty one.
Okay. Dutch's trade question here.
Brother.
Sutton in a second for a yeah.
Take it
My
and run.
gosh, take a Buka and run here.
Run.
Let's go to that's redraft. Fly Adam Fly is a dynasty one there, Scotty. Daniel Jones and Marvin Mims for a second essentially.
So it's a mid to late second, not an early one.
I mean,
I honestly would hold Jones.
I would just
here,
hold here.
Jones is actually producing, and if Jones can sustain this production for the next, what would you say, 2 to 3 weeks, then he's going to have legit value.
Yeah.
Like actual value. And Shuck just isn't playing right now. So
the Michael Pamer one, Scott, is the next one for you. Appreciate you, Michael. 2 early firsts, Tesla and JSN for Lamar Jackson and Chris Godwin here. You're basically paying up for Jackson. Do you need to do this is my question. You've got Puka, JSN, Ricky Pierce. You have Burrow and Nixon Tua. No, I'm not doing this. You do not need to do this trade, Michael. I would hold. I would not trade for a QB. I would keep JSN on your.
If anything, pay Burrow in a first to get Lamar.
Yeah. And then Clayton's trade question here: Jerry Jeudy or Luther Burden straight up in Dynasty?
No. So he said that was a random. This was a super chat, and I gave him a voucher to resubmit. He actually says, "Should I trade for running back? And if so, trade who away?" So we need to come up with something for a running back.
Okay.
Or if he even needs a running back.
Well, let's look at his team here real quick. His team. There's Lambo's team. I think it's West.
His team is Lambo Leaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Not the Lambo Leaper we know. Okay. He's got Walker, Tracy, Mixon, Blue. Yeah, he probably should. In terms of what to do here, yeah, I would move like Jaden Higgins for a cheap running back here.
I would be good moving Judy, honestly, too.
Yeah.
It's
those wide receivers we want to move for a running back. So, and honestly, you could move your 26 first for a running back here in a couple weeks as well. So that would be my recommendation for you, Clayton. All right, jumping back over to the draft here. Again, drop a like on the stream. We're at 65 likes. We can't reward you for not dropping a like on the stream. Drop a like, hit 100, and we'll do another one. Unless you don't really want to do another one. I guess that's fine too, but drop a like. Get to 100 likes, and we'll fire up another Dynasty Startup. I'll drop the link in the chat. We can do it again. Yeah, Broncos says, Caleb drop one of redraft 10-team start 8. Yeah, it probably is. At that point, he probably is. Oh, A-Rod says, not because of him, it's because of T-Law. Yeah, I mean, so still, you got to hold through it, I think. So, do we think Marshawn Lloyd gains or loses value if he comes off IR? I think he probably does it. I don't think it affects him too much there, Connor. So, I don't think so. What do you guys think about Keon at the 8-2? I think it's fine. He was going in the 9th in the offseason. Like, for him to go up a round after what we've seen so far this season, I don't care.
Yep.
That's totally fine. It's very reasonable. So, we are going to give away a team blueprint tonight. If you want to put domain 69 in the chat, don't have to do anything. You just have to be subscribed, and you have to drop a like on the stream to win. But we will give away a team blueprint. We'll look at your Dynasty team for free for you. So type domain 69 in the chat to enter the giveaway. We will be giving away a team blueprint here on the stream. So, okay. Speaking of, I've got the link to get a team review pinned up top if you want to check that out and you want to get your team looked at, get a second opinion, see if you should blow it up or continue to contend and what contending moves you should make now that we are in season. We're going to be doing that tonight. 83 likes. We need 17 more, and we'll fire up another Dynasty startup. Drop a like if you're watching. If you're just listening, turn your phone on for a second, drop a like. We'll get another startup, and we'll keep answering your questions about some of these guys' Dynasty values. So, Jefferson's value on Keep Trade Cut has dropped today. Yeah, and that's a little bit understandable. I'm fine with Jefferson's value. I'm very comfortable letting his value fluctuate anywhere within the first round right now.
Yep.
I'm fine with that. I'm not going to panic. I'm not squirming about that. I'll just let it happen. He's Justin Jefferson. He's going to be valued in the first round in 2 years. That's all that matters, really. No action steps for JJeff here. 87, 13 more likes. Yeah, the Colts might be good, y'all. Nobody told us this was going to happen. 8 more, and we're going to fire it up here.
Yeah, I'm not calling the Colts good yet. I'm just too scared to.
You see, The Athletic had the Colts power ranked at 10.
Yes, I saw that.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. 93 likes, 7 more.
I just don't trust it.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get a real nice dose of reality when we have to play McVay and the Rams in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
going
to
get absolutely schooled. So
I will respectfully disagree. I think we're going to match up just fine with the Rams. The Rams, I think, aren't that good, but I think they're fine, but I don't think they're like going to kill us.
I'm going to watch Puka Nacua.
I would have thought, Nate, I would have thought, we thought the Broncos were going to kill us, and they should have killed us.
I'm going to watch Puka abuse us, and I'm going to like it. That's all I'm saying.
Such a weird way to say that. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to get another draft fired up here. Assuming we're going to hit it 95, 99. One more.
Holy moly. See, this is how you get value into here. Let's go to a trade question from Thomas.
All right. Draft complete. Let's do this. I'm going to fire up another one. I'll drop it in the YouTube chat.
So, trade question from Thomas. Devontae Adams, ETN, and a 27 first for Henderson and Golden. This is where you take Henderson.
Yep.
This is how you get big value wins in the middle of the season. When a rookie starts slow because you thought he was going to be a bell cow to start the season, people are so quick to forget about the draft capital investment and understand like that Henderson, by the way, still looks better than Ramondre. They're just not giving him touches right now, and they eventually will. This will pay off in absolutely no time. So
yes, it will.
For Henderson alone, I'm taking.
Great trade there. There's the link. I just dropped it in the comments if you want to join in the draft. I see you guys filling it up, so we should be full here in a second. We're going to go ahead and start up another startup. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Appreciate you dropping a like, and appreciate you supporting the Dynasty channel, of course. Easiest way to support, come be a member on the site, come join the community, come get a blueprint from Nathan and I, and we got tons of stuff planned. Oh, you have no idea. Oh, you think we forgot about Dynasty during the season. In fact, we're just planning. We're just plotting and planning and plotting. Oh, you have no.
Wow. How many times are you going to say, oh, like that?
Oh, you have no clue. Oh, man. Gosh. Members are going to get... We'll say the Infinite Blueprints have been kicking our butt a little bit.
Yep.
I hope you guys like them. Oh, man. There are 1,200.
That's a lot.
We have one more spot. Jump in, somebody. How are we feeling about starting Goddard? I think you can start Goddard pretty easily. All right, there we go. Go ahead and start it, Scott. All right, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. All right, keep dropping your questions. Again, I've got the link up top to get your trade questions done. If you submit a trade question or a super chat on the site, we're obviously going to go do that right now. If you submit a team review, we're going to do that right after this draft. So we do have room for team reviews. If you would like a team review, you can get one with the annual Mother Flocker tier with code domain. It comes with a free team blueprint. And so you can join, get everything. Like, you have to use code domain on the site. And again, it's the annual Mother Flocker tier. It gets you everything on the site. There are rankings, the Dynasty Trade Calculator, our draft guides. You can link your team and see power rankings. You can use the mock draft tool we're using right now. But you get one of these. Obviously, Nathan and I are going to do all of these for you. Plus, you're going to get a new blueprint every week during the season. So definitely take advantage and get all those blueprints up while we are in season. You can also join our Discord, biggest Dynasty Discord out there, and also the most active. But use code domain annual Mother Flocker tier, and you can get your team reviewed tonight on the stream. So take advantage of that. Start another one here. Yeah, and domain 69 in the chat, no caps, no spaces. And you can get in the free team blueprint giveaway for tonight. Just have to be sub, just have to drop a like, that's it. All right, so Lamb, Chase, Puka, and then Neighbors, the 4 wide receivers off the board here. And look, I'm not saying that Neighbors can't be the wide receiver 1.
Puka
deserves it, man.
deserves.
How old is Puka now? Is he 24 already?
Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
He's wide receiver 1 in my book.
He's 24 already, right?
He's 24, yeah.
Yeah. So sell, basically.
To me.
Yeah. Bijan 108. I would be comfortable at this point taking Bijan in the same tier as any of those wide receivers. Legitimately, I would. Gibbs, kind of the same. Gibbs had a better game after starting slow in week 1. Much better matchup for him, though.
I didn't think I would be on the other side of it, where I thought, like, okay, if I have Puka again on my team in the Flock League and he gets injured, I'm gonna emotionally self-implode again because I can't handle it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that not having him on my team would be more emotionally taxing and result in me resisting the temptation to do very reckless things to get him on my team.
Yeah. Well, Zach.
Very reckless.
Well, Zach has him ranked as the #1 overall player in fantasy football. So good luck with that.
Because he sees him the way that I do.
You don't have him #1 overall in fantasy football.
I haven't.
2? Who do you have at 1?
Oh, I'm talking about wide receiver.
Yeah,
he
has him the #1 overall player in fantasy football.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Hey, give it 2 more weeks and 25 plus more points, and he'll be right there.
Yeah, and he'll be in concussion protocol. Like, come on. Let's not act like Puka doesn't have risks here.
Hey,
I like Puka.
Don't talk bad.
I have Puka ranked at
Puka.
wide receiver 3. Like, but I got him ranked behind Bijan and
We'll
Gibbs.
jump across
like,
this table and sock you in the face if you start trashing to Puka.
That's like me ranking Chase at 1. Like, come on. Are we still worried about a potential Stafford injury that could affect Puka long term? We can't get worried about like an injury that's not happened. Like, no. I mean, by that logic, we can be worried about anybody.
For all I care, Puka could be injured out for the next 8 weeks, and he'd still be my wide receiver.
Alex says, remember when everyone is worried about Stafford's health a few weeks ago? Oh, we remember. Like Stafford doesn't, like Stafford doesn't do that every single year. Every year. Okay. Bowers did go in the first. Hurts at the 112. Nice. May goes at the turn again. Genty, Amon-Ra, Pat Mahomes. London, BTJ kind of slide into the mid-second here. So you get the Neighbors BTJ start, which I love. The Bijan London start, which I don't mind at all. Puka Nico. And then Chase JSN. That's disgusting. Lamb, Burrow. I will say this. I mean, even since this draft, since the season has started, the wide receivers, the quarterbacks have shifted even more down, and the wide receivers have shifted above guys like Burrow into the Mahomes range.
Which I will say, I think it's interesting because if we're being completely honest, what I think really should be happening is, number one, you're going to see some disappointing running backs that are going to fall, and they're going to be jumped by wide, and that will change very quickly. I think it's curious that you have these QBs falling, but the ones that are really producing at a really nice level right now aren't rising. Like, why is Baker not a 3rd-round pick? Like, why is Baker not a late 3rd-round pick?
But here's the thing: we knew that because those guys they're not gonna be ranked higher than that range. It's why we said Stroud was a sell. Because if Baker was going to be a 3rd-round pick, Baker would have been a 3rd-round pick when he was a top 5 QB last year. It's not like Baker has done anything this year that he didn't do last year.
He's solidifying himself as their long-term option because contractually people have had that question because the extension that he got was middle of the pack.
We didn't have that question. So
yeah, I know.
I mean, like, for me, like, I just have him ranked where I had him ranked. So Rome goes 3-4 here. I mean, he goes behind T-Mac, which I'm fine. Ladd, which whatever. But I have him in that tier. Hampton goes 212, but I think it was an auto. So Pride, Herbert jumps up. Herbert's had 2 productive games.
I do think it just continually proves, regardless of my opinion on where some of these lower guys should be going at QB, like, the volatility of the quarterback position is second only to running back.
Can you put that on his?
Wide receiver has officially become the most insulated position in Dynasty fantasy football. It's not even close. Quarterback is now, in terms of volatility, is very, very close to running back. I mean, you see Burrow go down with the injury here. He goes from being a top 6 pick to a late 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
And that's something that you probably will see even once he's back healthy. He'll probably settle 1-2 turn, which is significant. That's a significant drop. What? Oh, thank you.
Crank your neck.
That is helpful. That thing still blocks, but whatever.
Fine. Why don't you just open it on your... All right, I've got a hot take. Let's talk Dynasty hot take real quick.
Hot stuff, hot takes.
I don't quite understand. Everybody's gonna
steaks.
Everybody's gonna kill me for this, but I just sorry, I'm reasonable. I'm sorry. Emeka Ibuka in 2 games has 97 yards and 3 touchdowns on 8 receptions, and we have moved him up to like
a
wide receiver 15.
Close to a top 12 wide receiver. I mean,
it feels a little bit premature to me. It feels a little bit premature. As much as I love him,
I won't say that his ceiling is not a top 12 wide receiver, but I think in the near future, I think we're going to get a big dose of reality once Godwin's back.
Hey, James,
he's probably going to settle right around where Garrett Wilson is, which is a mid QB2 or a mid wide receiver 2 Dynasty.
Hey, James, if you send us a message on Discord, we can help you with that for sure.
Yeah, Chris. We got you. Chris said his plummet's gonna go crazy when Godwin's back.
Yeah,
that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. More often than not, I'm seeing deals go down for Ibuka right now, where I actually like the other side, and not because I don't like Ibuka. I think he's been phenomenal.
Like. I mean, I said this.
This is the in season. Is the name of the game is playing the market, and you don't want to be playing the market by buying high on Ibuka right now. You want to play the market when he has a couple of bum games when Godwin's back.
We already said this. I'm taking Rome over Ibuka in Dynasty pretty easily. But if I can move Rome or Ibuka for Rice in Dynasty, I mean, I feel like I'm going to do that. I just feel more comfortable with Rice.
Rice is going to be one of the biggest target hogs in the NFL when he's back.
Yeah.
Saying. I will say for the suspension coming in the middle or not in the middle of the season, for it being at the beginning of the year, for a guy coming off of a ACL injury, that's 6 extra weeks essentially of like ramping up to play full.
He's
game
practicing.
Speed. He's practicing, and this is 6 extra weeks to not even recover because he's already recovered. But you know what I'm saying? It's not like he has to ramp back up to game speed after he's recovered and stuff. Like he's going to be...
Oh, I lied.
He's going to be full go.
I correct myself. He's not practicing. But he's still working out.
He can't practice with the team. He can't practice with the
team, but he's working out.
100%.
And he's still rehabbing. Yes. He's finishing his rehab. And here's the thing.
Well, he was done rehabbing because he was a full go.
I was going to say, in training camp, he was
So that's what I'm saying is like tearing it up in training camp because his rehab was done. I'm not even saying that he gets 6 extra weeks of rehab. I'm saying rehab is far from over. And if you're worried about a slow start because he spent all offseason rehabbing, throw those worries out the window because this guy has been all football and all game for 6 weeks of the regular season and just itching to come back. Like he's going to go nuts.
Greater Loves Music says, would you trade AJ Brown for Rice in Dynasty?
Yeah, I would do that.
I would do that. I'd take Rice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Rice is going to be in the 2nd round 5 weeks after he starts playing, if not sooner. I bet if he plays 2 weeks and he has 10 targets plus each week, he's in the 2nd round.
They need him so bad.
And he fits there so well.
So bad.
They have crafted their offense around having a player like Rashee Rice.
Yep. There is a reason they advocated for Rashee to get suspended at the beginning of the season when they were told that they weren't going to hear the verdict until the 31st of September.
Yeah.
They begged the NFL. They begged them, and they got their wish. And everybody's going to be freaking out about the Chiefs and how they're 500 through 6 weeks, 3-3, and then they're going to go on a run because their offense is going to be back to what it should be with Rashee.
My draft glitch and auto-drafted Warren. Where? Where did he even go? 4.7. That's a great.
So-
that's a good price for him, Michael.
So
That's a
John,
good price.
that's where I would not go crazy. Would you trade Ladd for Rashee Rice? Straight up, I would not.
No, but
even
you
though
can
I think
down
Rice
tier.
will, even though I think Rice will be ranked over Ladd when it's all said and done, that's where you down tier, right? So you would trade Ladd for like Rashee Rice plus a significant premium on top. So I'm good to down tier, but not a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Marv for Rice or Tet? Marv for Rice plus. Same sort of story here.
I would move Marv for Rice straight up right now. Hot take? I mean, they're going. Look in this draft. They went back to back with he's with Ibuka. I think in 5 weeks, I think Rice is more valuable. Just a hunch, but
Yeah, I would try to get a plus on top.
I mean, I would obviously, yeah, I always try to get a plus. But Alex is trying to flip Ibuka and Caleb for Rice and Henderson to a guy who's 0-2 in redraft. Oh gosh, yeah, frick. Yeah, Rice is going to be a league winner. I've got him in the Chopped League. I've been in the top 5 of the Chopped League every week in points. I'm going to win that league, dude. I drafted Rome and CMC and Baker. Love it.
Nice.
Traded Higgins for Rice 1-for-1. That's a freaking brilliant trade. Where did Hampton go? Hampton did auto. So he autoed. I can't see where he went in this draft. I'm just curious to see how much the Dynasty can be freaking out about him. Kraft went at the 5-1 in this draft. So went behind Warren here. In between Warren and Laporta. Yeah, you just have to see a bigger sample size from somebody like Kraft. But if he continues what he's been doing, I'm not opposed to this. I actually have a lot of Tucker Kraft to be honest. I have 3 or 4 redrafts, and I have 3.
I got a couple of Tuckers in redraft. He was like,
Yeah, I
he
was
was like
taking
one
him
of
a lot
my
in redrafts.
he was one of my fade tight end.
He was being drafted as almost like the tight end 13. So that's why
The
tight end 12.
The funny thing is, I have almost no Warren in any DFF redraft leagues because it's our community, so everybody would intentionally snipe Warren from me.
Yeah.
So I never could get him.
Here's my question to you, chat. Are you guys ready to start seeing 2026 rookie content? Because we are formulating the bakery scores are being updated every week. We're formulating our initial rookie rankings. Are you ready to see that as early as a week from now?
Our eventual plan is to get that stuff to you, obviously, during the season, but just want to know.
Yep. So are you ready? Bill in a 26 first.
Are you ready?
Oh my
Are you ready for the Fernando propaganda after he schools Illinois?
If I had to do the same again, I would, my
His
friend.
draft stock is either
Fernando.
gonna shoot up or it's gonna plummet after this weekend. Yeah,
He's gonna ball against Illinois.
I think he is.
We're gonna win by 2.
That would be crazy.
Oh, we are.
You're going to the game,
I'm telling you.
a whole day.
The Bill Miles asked about Bill in a 26 for
doesn't
sheet.
start till
You do
7:30.
that. You do that easily. You trade Corey Cross-Merritt at first. Later, you can trade any first for Rashee Rice. I'm doing it. Yeah, they're ready. They're ready. Yeah. Yep. Sellers propaganda can start now.
I think that was a nice dude. I will give you all the Sellers propaganda. I am obsessed with Lenore Sellers. That dude, so good. He is so fun to watch.
He's gonna be a high dynasty pick.
He's legit. Like, he's everything that you wanted Anthony Richardson to be.
Yeah.
And he's just better. Like as a college prospect and as a player in college, like he's more well-rounded. He's more developed. He makes better decisions. He's more consistently accurate. Like, he is so good. I really liked him watching him last year. And I was hoping that he would be kind of a top prospect heading into this season, and it looks like he's living up to the hype. Also hope he recovers from that injury pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because I want to see more Sellers.
Yeah,
he's
Jonah
injured.
Coleman.
I think it's like a concussion.
Jonah Coleman's the running back 2 in the bakery right now for running back.
He looks real nice.
Yeah, he looks like he took a little bit of a step up, which is nice because when we were evaluating him last year, he wasn't.
Le'Veon Moss is
necessarily-
doing pretty well too, isn't he?
I hope so. I freaking love Le'Veon Moss, dude. He was my guy last year. He
Let
didn't
me-
even come out.
Let me pull up Le'Veon Moss.
I also would like to pull this up. Bakery running back. I don't know how updated these are at this point, but 2025 it looks like. Oh no, 2026. Yeah, these aren't. I don't think updated. Obviously, because Jeremiah Love's not high enough here, but these guys don't have draft capital, so maybe this is correct.
He's been okay. He did not play in week 1, or they barely gave him any carries, and he's ramped up. He's been pretty good.
Darius Taylor from Minnesota has been I think so, his analytical profiles continue.
So actually, so Le'Veon Moss, really their biggest test when they started giving him a lot of work was against Notre Dame this last week.
What did he do?
20 carries, 81 yards, 3 tuds.
Yeah, Le'Veon's a beast, dude. I freaking love him. He's the next good Le'Veon named running back.
I forgot how little usage some of these like college level bell cows get in the first 3 weeks of the season, and then they just they roll them out for all the big guns.
Nick asked if we're concerned about how Arch Manning has looked. Ready for this? Full screen,
No,
full screen Avery camera, Scott. Here we go. Ready for this? Ready for this?
We told you he was going back to school.
Well, not even that. He's mid. Okay, take it back. He is.
I'm not.
Look, he just doesn't look good.
Here's the thing.
I also think Texas has not done a good job of developing him.
I'm not panicking and I'm not alarmed because I wasn't ultra high on Arch Manning to begin with. You guys were not you guys. People who dropped money on Arch Manning being the Heisman winner before the season even started, when he has never started a game, that you may as well have just donated your money to like your favorite charity, because that was the biggest, like, you knew he was not going to be a Heisman guy. Like, seriously, there are so many other guys that they have so much more college experience and have just, again, like even Lenora Sellers. Like Lenora Sellers last season took South Carolina to a borderline CFP berth, and he wasn't a favorite over Arch Manning. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand it. Every single weakness that Arch Manning had last season is showing out this year. And again, I'm not trying to dump on Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning could develop. That's why I don't want to be a downer on him after 3 weeks of playing. But seriously, what the heck did we expect from Arch? What did we expect? The 2026 early Dynasty rookie rankings that we did in June or July, I forget which month it was, we literally said, hey, Arch, he's probably going back to school, guys. Like, that's what he is. He's going to go back to school. There is very little chance at this point, in my opinion, that he's going to declare after the first third of the season is through.
If his name was Arch Johnson, would he even be talked about?
No, he would be. He
wouldn't be at Texas either.
He would be Carson Beck.
Carson Beck actually looked decent.
Looks really good.
He actually looks decent.
He looks very good.
Have you?
So I've watched a little bit of Miami. I watched him during the Notre Dame game.
Yeah. And
I think another game too. He's very methodical. He's kind of like I'll carve you up if you let me type of thing. So I don't know. I was impressed with Beck. I think he could be a sneaky, if he can keep this going with Miami, I think he could be a sneaky first rounder next year.
Yeah, the other guy out of Washington that we've been keeping an eye on that I love, Denzel Boston, wide receiver. Right now, I don't think he'd be super high in the bakery, but we obviously got to have him on our radar. We've got Jordan Tyson on our radar. We've got Mekhi Lemon, who will be featured on the Blueprint this week for you guys. And so, and of course, Elijah Surratt is performing pretty well to start the year. Carnell Tate's going to be a huge riser by the time we get our rankings out. Yeah. Carnell Tate, I think, is just wide receiver you. It's wide receiver you.
Chris said, can we talk about the fall of Cade? How about we talk about the fall of Clemson? I don't think this is Cade's issue. I think Cade, when it's all said and done, could be a mid to late first round pick.
Yeah.
I think that's very possible. He has the traits to do it. He has the experience. He's a very mature quarterback. And this is a very similar situation to something like in Texas as well, where we don't want to give the QBs excuses. But Cade Klubnik, in my opinion, has shown enough in a situation that isn't honestly that ideal for him to be, really solid. So what?
Guess where Stroud went in this draft?
Hello, CJ Stroud. Let me look. 6th round by Dak and Love.
And guess what? Well, guess what his value's done since the season started?
Plummeted.
He's been falling on Keep Trade Cut too. I mean, and people were very upset that we said to sell CJ Stroud. Very upset. But again, like pocket passing QBs in Dynasty, like this is what they are.
Again,
like,
I'm not gonna.
They're gonna float between rounds 5 and 8. Like,
this is not a victory lap.
No,
this is not a victory lap. We're not trying to dunk on you, but like we've seen this year after year after year after year, and we literally like I do this for a living, and there are archetypes of players that are very easy to predict their value trajectory depending on the situation that they're currently in.
Oh my
and the situation that CJ Stroud is in right now is not one built for him to be highly productive. If you were to take Jared Goff and drop him in Houston situation and take Stroud and drop him in Detroit, Stroud would be a top 3 round pick because he would be so productive. and Goff would be a 7th, 8th round guy.
Yeah, nice.
That's just the reality. When you're under pressure constantly and under duress, like Stroud is, I don't think Stroud's a bad quarterback. I think that he is. It is entirely dependent on what his offensive line is capable of doing, which merits him being one of the most volatile quarterbacks really in Dynasty right now. So
I didn't even realize this happened because I was so upset about the Flock League. But Krusty Krab 2. Final score. Pinhead Larry, aka my team, 147.98. Sheriff Sandy, David's team, 147.12.
Whoa.
Yeah. I beat him by less than a point. Sorry, David.
Trade just went down in the birthday party league, by the way.
Oh, what was the trade? We should read that. Trading one of our Dynasty leagues. Are you guys? What's your guys' Dynasty record right now?
That's ugly. I'm not even going to talk about it.
All right, cool.
It was a rust for a third. That was terrible. Another trade was completed though.
Oh.
A first for Walker and Strange.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, a lot of trade block. I will say it is. I feel. Excuse me. I feel Danny's pain. He talked about it in one of the Flock League videos like a week ago. He was like, it's so just predictable. Anytime any rando has a touchdown or has a good game, you see that player go on the trade block in every single one of your Dynasty leagues. And it drives me nuts. Like the amount of times I saw Troy Franklin on the trade block after he got after his third target, I legit couldn't handle it. Or Keishon Butte getting the touchdown in the first quarter, trade block, at least in 3 different leagues.
They're trying to get value wins.
It's so annoying.
I have notifications off. It doesn't bother me anymore. Jake's 2-0. Mosley's 4-0 with the median. Jamin says 3-1 in Dynasty. All right, so some good starts here. So I think mine look like this so far. I don't know how yours are looking. I have a contending team that is 2-0. I have a contending team 1-1, a contending team 1-1, a rebuild 0-2, a rebuild 0-2, a rebuild 0-2, a contending team 2-0, a contending team 1-1, a contending team, a heavy, very good roster, stacked roster contending team is 0-2, contending team 2-0, rebuild team 0-2, and so that's where I'm at. The only surprise there is I have a stacked team. Listen to this Dynasty roster, you guys. Bijan, Chase Brown, Amon-Ra, Ladd, Devonta Smith, Brock Bowers, Cortland Sutton, David Montgomery, Bryce Young, Darnell Mooney, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Rashad Bateman. Got all my picks. I'm 0-2. I won that league last year. I can't figure it out. I guess Devonta Smith not giving me anything sucks, so. Do we need to worry about Daniel's long-term values? If you want to try to be sharp and offload Daniels, if you think he's going to lose a half round of value this season, you could do it. The problem is who are you going to down tier to? You have to down tier to probably May plus.
In the finale league, I'm 0-2 and I'm 3rd in points for, directly behind you and Moose, and you're both 2-0.
Yeah, I'm good. My team in that league is really good.
I dropped 161 points in the league this week, and I lost.
I have Puka in that league. And I drafted Javonte.
I scored 161 points, and I lost to Mumu, who scored 168. We were 2 highest scoring teams, and now I'm 0-2 in that league. I'm not panicking about that league because I think my team is fine.
Listen to this roster I have, Nate. This is gonna blow your. This is maybe the best Dynasty roster I've ever had.
What league?
It's the Secret League.
I thought you were about to flex in the finale league, and I was about to kill you because that's the one where you screwed me.
Mahomes. My quarterbacks aren't that great. Mahomes, Rodgers, but listen to this. Genty, Brees, Puka, Neighbors, McConkey, JT, Christian McCaffrey on my bench. Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne, Jerry Jeudy, Juwan Jennings.
Nice.
I have legit 8 starters on my bench.
Yeah.
And on my taxi, I have Torrey Horton, so that's the icing on the cake, I guess.
There you go.
What value are you guys putting Alec Iomanner at this point in Dynasty? Alec is interesting. I would say he's probably still a 10th, 11th round guy for us. So we'll see if it goes any further than that. But that's where we have him at right now for Dynasty Fantasy Football. He's a nice little sleeper pickup, though. You can still get him pretty cheap. So Nathan, you want to talk about that trade that went down in the Yellow League? CK really wants you to talk about it. That's a redraft one, though.
Take me. If someone had told me that
you're talking about the Zay Flowers trade.
Was essentially free.
Yeah.
Then I would have been all over that.
So did CK get Zay Flowers? Is that why he wants to talk about it?
Yeah.
Great trade, CK. Great trade, man.
Yeah. Let me look. Double check. Yeah, CK got Flowers, gave up Dak in a redraft 1 QB. and Calvin Ridley. So Calvin Ridley for Zay Flowers.
Wow.
What the actual heck? What?
I'm trying so hard not to sneeze.
I'm trying so hard not to scream.
Rashee Rice or a 2026 projected top 3 first?
What?
Rashee Rice or a projected top 3 2026 first?
How
top
That's what I would like to know.
It's a top 3. Say it is 1, 2, or 3.
Well, where does 1, 2, and 3 usually startups?
There's usually the first
Top
guy.
two
The first
rounds.
guy is in the mid,
2 and 3 are usually 2, 3.
and that's where Rice is going to be. So I mean, it's honestly an even trade.
Fair deal.
It's fair. What's up, Penge? Good to see you, man. Welcome in.
I think I'd probably play the odds with Rashee.
KT says he's winning in some of his rebuilds. He's just too good. You're just too good, KT. How much fab should I spend on Jordan Mason in Dynasty? Every of it.
Every of it.
Every fab that you owns. Holy smokes.
How much fab would you drop for Cam Akers? Every of 0.
None of these fabs.
None of these nuts.
Sam says highly doubt it's 1. It looks like it's 2 or 3. It's honestly fine. Try to do a 2 for 2 there though, and get some other guys so you can work in some
Yeah,
value.
here's the thing, and here's what makes me lean Rice. Who has the immediate impact now, quote unquote immediate? It will be Rashee Rice. So if we anticipate that Rashee Rice is actually going to be valued at the peak value of a 26 first, then during the season, Rashee will actually be more costly than any singular first. If that makes sense, because that's the projected peak value of a 26 first once we get knee deep into the offseason next year. So I would probably play the odds with Rashee right now.
Yeah. I'm with you. Jordan Mason goes in the 11th startup, for example, for reference. So Daniel Jones consistently going in the 10th here. So nice little super flex shot. Nice little quarterback 3 in super flex.
Wow.
It looks like for sure.
Oh, there's a glitch with the 9-0.
I know. Is Matthew Golden a good buy low in Dynasty? I personally am not buying Matthew Golden. My biggest competitor in my main Dynasty league traded 2 26 first, both likely a late 26. Both likely late, 126 second, likely early for Goff, and Goff for Hurts yesterday. So Goff 2 first. I mean, I think that's probably a pretty good deal for your competitor there, Alex. Pench says he traded Sutton and Waddle for Hampton and Mason on Saturday. We're feeling good about it till I watched him get stopped 3 times in goal. You should still feel great about that. It's a win. So NF Squad says got Rashee and Hubbard for Hampton after the NFL draft. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, that looks like a great deal. What's up, JJ? Good to see you. Do you think it's smarter to hold the pick later in the season when it becomes clear to everyone it'll be a top 2, 3, or maybe I can get something better or just go for Rice right now? I don't think holding is a terrible idea. Rice is a guy who's going to be more valuable in 5 weeks, I think, but it depends on how your league mates value it. So Drew says, should we sell Bill?
If you can get a first, I would take the first.
He's going in the 7th here, so I would sell him at that price. I'd be cool with it.
Yep, I'd take the first.
Bill. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to come out and he's going to get pretty much the same workload he was, and they're going to bring in Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez, and they're going to get some passing downs. He might have a touchdown. Everybody's going to get excited, and we're going to be like, oh, yeah. Bill. What can you
And
get
then
for,
he'll be replaced.
what can you get for trading Bijan? I mean, straight up, you can get any of the guys in the first round. Down tier wise, you can down tier to Achan, and get a lot on top. Down tier to JT and get a lot on top of the heck. Appreciate you, Sam. Someone in my league offered Ayuk and a second for Troy Franklin.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
that's, yeah. Jeez, Ayuk in the second. Holy smokes. How much can you get for holding backup QBs over contenders that had one of their quarterbacks go down? Second round picks. A lot of times you see those guys go for second round picks in Dynasty, and that's the sweet spot. So, how do you feel about Jaden Blue? Bad. Certified 100% awfully
really,
bad, terrible, really garbage bad.
I mean, they're riding
man.
they're riding the they're riding out the season with legit like 3 running backs every week.
True King says, any chance you guys would consider making a second tab for Dynasty teams? The one with the production. Again, like, we can't control that. So yeah, I would love to do that. I just don't think the devs are going to get to it in season, but you should open it as a suggestion on the Discord. Again, we have 0 control over that. I would love to do that though. HUD says, I need help with a payment. Flock Fantasy got the wrong one selected. HUD, what's the details? Like, you already made the purchase and you need to switch the payment method, or you need to add in, like, what? Give me some more detail and I can help you out. So you'll be directed to the complicated Discord. The Discord, we try to make it easy, but we have no control over a lot of that either. Unfortunately.
We're trying.
We're trying our best. How much is Jalen Warren worth in Dynasty right now? I mean, he's going in the 10th round, I think.
I moved him up my rankings a little bit. So I'll tell you where I have him at running back.
John says, I wish they had a help button on the Flock site instead of directing people to a separate app. I think that's actually coming. I think you're going to get that this year.
I have Warren right there with Javonte Williams, Pollard, Swift, Tracy, Connor, those guys.
Yeah.
I have him on the bottom end of those guys. So I have him at running back 33 right now.
How much fab for Carson Wentz? I'm thinking 15 to 20%. I mean, in a deep dynasty league where you don't have waivers, yeah, I'm good with that. Thoughts on Kyle Williams? I actually haven't even looked specifically at his analytics yet, but my guess is he's a non-factor, and that's kind of what we expected from him. Yeah, 10 and 17% snaps. He has 1 catch, so I mean, he could develop into a guy who's a decent fantasy asset, but I don't think he's ever going to be anything in dynasty.
Carson, I will say I'm so excited to watch him just be so chaotic on the field. He's one of the most chaotic quarterbacks I've ever. And it's very entertaining.
Let's give the people
that was the most entertaining non-playoff Colts season I have ever watched. Was the Carson Wentz year.
That was so fun.
So
the Patriots
much fun.
game, the San Fran game,
so many memorable games.
Yeah.
Remember the Baltimore game where we choked? But
yeah, on
that
my
was
birthday.
But that was Pitty's coming out party.
Yes, I remember the Baltimore game where we choked.
I remember so many games from that year. It's like one of the most. I don't know why it was so memorable. It was just
that year was
incredible.
So fun. That year was so fun. And then we choked.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
I was never more mad at
But
football.
we weren't the only ones that were like, yeah, we're just homers. We thought the Colts were awesome that year and they didn't
Everybody
make the playoffs.
thought they were good.
Everybody was terrified because their run, they started the season 1-4 and then they went on that 9-2 run. So
a couple questions. I think people want verdicts. What are you thinking about Caleb Johnson in Dynasty? What are you doing?
Christmas Day, Arizona Cardinals.
Sorry. Yes, dude, we killed him.
Yeah, Gingerbread Man.
Yeah.
Sorry. Which question?
Caleb Johnson, Dynasty.
Dynasties. I haven't moved him. I've moved him down, but I haven't moved him. I haven't plummeted him down my rankings. Like, he's a running back, and this is not aggressive. I have him right there with Cam Scatterbu. Scatterbu will probably eventually jump him, but I've got him like a low end running back 2 right now in Dynasty.
Yeah, I wouldn't panic. I would hold. In terms of Harvey, I would also just hold. He's going to have a role there. How do you guys feel? Kyron rest of the season? Lower than what I started the season. Sean Payton basically said they're going to look for a 65-35 split where they basically... Sean McVay, yes, thank you. Where they basically do 2 drives, Kyron, 1 drive. 1 drive. He said it word for word. Literally said that. Rip. Yeah. So he's still gonna have very productive games because a lot of it comes from touchdowns, and he's still gonna have touchdowns.
That makes no sense. They just paid him a ton of money. I'll give you Darnell Mooney. Kyron in the fall.
What do you guys think about DJ Moore now? Buy, sell, or hold? I mean, what's his value doing? What's DJ Moore's value doing in Dynasty right now?
Falling a lot. Outside of the top 100.
So you got to hold.
I'm not gonna lie. Almost every one of those veterans, because he's still in that veteran tier, I would pivot off of DJ Moore to get.
All right, so then he could be a soft sell.
I would move DJ Moore for Evans. I would move DJ Moore for Olave. I would move DJ Moore for Sutton, Adams, Kamara.
Real quick, Domain 69. Real quick.
Oh, look at how that works. Jacoby Myers just right up there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right up there.
Domain 69 in the chat. We're doing a free blueprint giveaway tonight. So if you'd like to get a free blueprint, all you have to do is drop a like and make sure you're subscribed to win. But let's. Daniel says, "Whoa, what's this setup? It's a new studio, Daniel. Have you not been in here since then?" Justin says, "How much of Mason is real when he's not on camera? If it's a bit, it's hilarious. If it's real, it's quite good." Mason is. We have no problems with Mason off camera, so I'll let you interpret that. What's the plan if I have Burrow and Purdy in the same league? I don't have my first. You're gonna have to just wheel and deal. That sucks, man. That's really just terrible. Can I get Odunze for London? You could. I don't know if I would do that. I also saw another comment from you, John. You said we were thinking about selling Hampton for Franklin and Tootin. I hope that was a joke. I hope that was a joke. All right, Scott, can we pull up our queue? All right, we are going to pivot now. I'm going to drop the link. What we're going to do now is we're basically going to take a look at your Dynasty teams. We're going to tell you, hey, you should rebuild. You should just throw it away, rebuild. Here are the moves you should make. Or we're going to contend. We're going to go all in, so make these moves instead. We're going to do that, and we're going to give you trade targets. We're going to grade out your positional grades. We're going to give you team archetypes. We're going to give you a very detailed review of your team so that you know what to do with your team in season. You're going to get one of these. You obviously get the full live review, and you get a blueprint. If you would like a blueprint, the annual Motherflocker tier with code DOMAIN is what you'll want to do. Again, use code DOMAIN, annual Motherflocker tier, and that's going to give you a free live blueprint on tonight's stream. Anybody who signs up tonight, annual Motherflocker tier with code DOMAIN, will do your blueprint live tonight, and you'll get the full blueprint. You also get everything on the site for a year. You'll have everything during rookie draft season, which is great. And again, you get that free blueprint, and you get a free blueprint every week during the season as well. And so take advantage while we're in season, and you get all these weekly blueprints as well. And then you also get the Discord access as well. So you can sign up. Again, code DOMAIN, annual Motherflocker tier. If you're already a member or you're already with a different code, whatever, that's great. We have an a la carte version for you. If you can pull up the Bitly form real quick, Scott. We obviously have multiple options here for you where you can get, again, the free live blueprint is going to be the first one here on the Bitly. And so that's the very top. And then that's the annual Motherflocker tier code DOMAIN. Then we got just get a live blueprint. If you click that button, you can literally just link your team, submit it. We can take a look at it tonight. Again, any new signups get free live blueprints tonight. And also every blueprint is live tonight. So if you submit a regular blueprint 1.0 on the site, we'll do it live for you. All right. Let's rock and also roll, boys.
All right, we got
we
got Dynasty 246.
You want to do PR Fitz straight question real quick? Rome Odunze and Brock Purdy for Patrick Mahomes. I think you should take Rome.
Yep.
I would hold it here, PR Fit.
Yep.
All right, which one
Not
did you
worth up tiering when Purdy's going to be back in a couple weeks.
Which one did you say?
Dynasty.
All right, Dynasty 246. Dynasty Superflex 10-team start 9 PPR. Non-tight end premium. Look at where you are in the power rankings here. Number 1 overall by a pretty decent amount. Let's open up his team. Take a look here. Very nice indeed. Wow. Let's start by grading out positions. Again, this is a 10-team Superflex. Allen, Purdy, Tua.
Or in
7.
10-team, it's a 7.
Quinshawn, JCM, Etienne, and White. 3.
3, yeah, 3, 10-team.
BTJ, London, Rice, Hunter, Addison, Downs, Keon,
Nice.
Godwin.
It's a 8 or 9.
I'd give it, yeah, let's give it an 8 or 9. And then
Van Goddard to 2.
I would say this is a wide receiver factory. Contend load.
What's his record? 0-0 and
1.
So it hasn't loaded in your second week yet.
It says everybody's 0-0 and 1. It's like it's not picking up here.
Oh, that's odd.
So, Dill Nasty, if you're here in the comments, you can tell us what your actual record is. But,
Yep.
Okay, yeah, definitely contending here. So we're going to continue to contend this year. And what we'll do here, I think, is because your quarterback situation gets a little bit rocky, but you do have Tua to fill in there.
Yeah,
you have Cam Miller down there,
you'll
so
be
you're
good at QB. I'm not touching QB. Honestly, we'll move Addison.
It's running back.
We'll move Addison for a running back.
Because honestly, I'm fine at tight end too. We just need to shore up running back here, and then you're going to be really making a strong push. Can we see the second team in this league, Scott? See, actually, let's look at this number 2 and number 3 here real quick. Number 2 has Kamara, Travion, and so this is a very competitive team with good quarterback. And then number 3 here has Jamar Chase, but has good running backs. Yeah, you're going to be firmly in the mix with these guys here. And so we'll just shore up your running back room. We just got to give him running back. I say give him Chuba Hubbard as a buy. Like, that's somebody
I've been giving people Chuba a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
We'll also take Keon and Boutte, and we'll package them in up tier at wide receiver. I'll give you like 1 wide receiver target. The rest will be running backs. But basically, guys that are within reason targets, I would look to honestly probably just pivot off of JCM. I would assume you're more comfortable with Chuba than you do a JCM, and they're pretty close to each other.
He is probably 0-2 when you're looking at. He's got Judkins, he's got BTJ, London, Rice, Hunter, and Addison.
You'll be fine.
So I do think you're going to end up contending here, especially in a dynasty where you can just sneak in the playoffs. But right now, he's probably 0-2. So
I would see. Okay, so another guy that a lot of people have been submitting trade questions about and are getting steals for him right now is Travion Henderson. If you want to play the market with Travion Henderson and go try and get him before he starts producing and getting more opportunity, then I would potentially look into that as well. That's a possibility.
Did you say move for running back already?
Addison.
Yeah.
And then Coleman Butte up tier, and I have Olave as a target, and then I have a move pivoting off of JCM. So the 3 running back ideas were Henderson, Chuba, Kamara, and Olave.
All right.
I'm back.
There you go.
So comments on this team.
Yeah.
Hey,
keep your. I
have a comment. I have a comment.
Okay.
I have a comment.
Okay.
See how much it would cost to pivot from Hunter to Odunze.
John says, I feel like you'd have to give a pick with Addison to get Chuba. Maybe, and that's probably fine. We just have to. Here's my comment: keep your first for the next probably 5 or 6 weeks.
Yep.
And we're just to make sure our record doesn't like fall through the floor here. But you got ETN. I mean, the nice thing is ETN and JCM are going to be startable or flexible. You got a ton of depth at wide receiver where, you know, Godwin's going to come back, Addison's going to come back, but we're going to trade Addison away. Honestly, my last comment here would be shop Travis Hunter and see if you can't get somebody to
I've literally said that like right before you were talking about the picks. I said try to move Travis Hunter for Odunze. It's already in here.
Nope, you didn't.
Yep.
It's only in there because I said it. So my idea. You're welcome, everybody.
Yep. I would shop Travis Hunter.
Yep.
I would honestly, I would shoot for Odunze first. And if you have to pay a little depth piece premium, if you have to throw in Butte, throw in something to go get Odunze, I think it would be better. And then third bit of advice is see if you can sell Rashad White to the Bucky Irving owner at a premium.
Yeah, I'm with you. So again, you may be 0-2 here, and I get it. But realistically, your wide receivers project really well the rest of the season. You have Josh Allen. You've got guys that kind of came from the depths of your team, like Travis Etienne, who can be plugged into flex spots now. So I think if you just repurpose some of your wide receiver depth to get some running back depth here, you're going to be just fine. Again, you're a wide receiver factory. So even if you end up not contending, we're going to keep that first. Then you have it 5 to 6 weeks down the road. You can flip, pivot off of the guys you trade for at running back into a baby reload, and you'll be just fine. You got plenty of value insulation at quarterback and at wide receiver on this team. So Dill, if you got any questions, you can let us know. We'll obviously send over this blueprint to you in your My Reviews tab. You're going to have the full completed blueprint tomorrow. But, if you have any questions, make sure you send us a DM on Discord. We can help you out with this throughout the season as you need. Appreciate you so much. Greater Love says, trade Roman a first for Genty. I would hold.
Oh.
Would Hunter and a 26-second be a solid offer for Hampton?
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah.
I would do that for Hampton.
Good with it. Are you marking these, Scott? Yeah, if you'll mark that one.
If it's
Don't double mark it.
Next one we got is CFox33.
All right. And again, all blueprints are live tonight. So if you do a blueprint 1.0, it's free upgrade for us. We'll upgrade it. And again, if you join annual Motherflocker code domain, we got you.
We got a trade question from. No, we don't. These are all redrafts. Tony, dude. Damn, coming in.
Crazy. Yeah.
I check them every. A lot.
Yeah.
Nick Finley 28. We'll just answer the super message. I don't know if this is a dynasty or not. I drafted Caleb Johnson. What do I do? Nick. I mean, that's kind of a general question. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Like, what do you do with Caleb Johnson? What do you do with your team? I mean, you have to hold Caleb Johnson. Regardless, you have to hold on to him. No one's gonna pay anything for Caleb Johnson. If this is redraft, no one's gonna pay anything for Caleb Johnson. If this is dynasty, what you do is you hold and you wait until he gets some semblance of any opportunity in that offense. Eventually, you're stuck with Caleb Johnson until he does something because no one's gonna pay a premium for him. So
yeah. All right, C Fox, let's do this. He did say starts his review by saying happy birthday to Nathan. Appreciate you, C Fox. Nathan says thanks. I know I need a running back. Not sure if you can see the other league members. Yes, I can, but can you give some advice on potential trades? Yeah, we got you, man. PK Droids here. It's a 1 QB league. It's a 12-team start, 8 PPR. It's Dynasty. It's a non-tight end premium as well. And we're going to start by grading out your team, giving you your team archetype, deciding whether we should contend or rebuild this year. Looks like your record's 2-0. Your points for are 276, which by my quick math is third in this league, and so pretty good. Your points against doesn't matter. You're obviously on a 2-game winning streak. We like this a lot. In a 1 QB, you got Lamar. We're gonna give it a 10. Monty, Jones, and Samson in a 12-team 1 QB start 8 Dynasty league. This is like a 2 at most. Neighbors, JSN, nice. Marv, nice. Addison, Downs, Reed, Mooney, man, 9 there. It's easily a 9 for me. And then Njoku is a 3 right now in 12-team non-tight premium, by the way. And so 10-2, 9-3, very 1 QB league, probably wide receiver factory again. I'd go wide receiver factory here, and I would say you're easily contending. You're already 2-0, and so we're just going to make contending moves here. Obviously, you talked about your running backs, and so we just have to make an in-season move here and go get some running backs from some of these bottom teams. So let's go shopping. The bottom team in this league, from a value standpoint, 0-2. It's Burrow something.
Give him Caleb.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he's got Brees, Jacobs. Go get either of those guys. We're gonna give you both of those guys as targets right now. The other 0-2 team in this league has Gibbs, Pacheco. You can get Javonte Williams. Let's give him Javonte Williams as a trade target here. Just a 1-year rental for Javonte. We don't have super high expectations for him in Dynasty moving forward, but we can definitely go trade for him and see what's going to happen now. That guy might still think he's contending, but again, we're just going to shop. We're just going to go to these 0-2 teams. We're going to start hounding running backs for them. But in terms of who you should actually move off of here to get running backs, I think you're talking about, again, Jordan Addison, I think is the most obvious candidate here to move off of for a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously you said Caleb.
Yep. And we would essentially just take,
I would say,
in a start, what is this, a start 8? Would probably go with this one. I guess you can just wait till Jones is back, but he's going to be out for a while. I would take guys that some of those rebuilds are interested in, like Dylan Sampson, Reed. Take like Dylan Sampson and Jaden Reed, and we'll go an up tier there.
Yeah. Good with that.
When you're looking at 1 QB values for a guy like Caleb Williams, it's not going to be anything insane. But reasonably, you can go for a guy like Chuba for him, which I do think is worth it. Jordan Addison, if you're pivoting off of Jordan Addison for a running back, probably looking at a veteran running back in that range, or you can take a shot on a rookie running back like Quinshawn before he produces, and I would honestly take that shot as well in this scenario. So we'll give you 2 targets there. We'll do Chuba and Quinshawn.
I'd go ahead and move your 26 first for a running back. Contending this year, it's going to be a late first no matter what.
Kamara.
You need a good running back, but I would do it.
Yeah, it would have to be like Jacobs.
I think Jacobs shoot for the stars, obviously. But
yep.
Yeah, Chris, if you have any questions, just drop in the comments. We can answer them right now while you're on the stream. Hopefully this lines up with kind of what you were thinking. We got a couple assets here we can move for running backs, and then we're gonna. I mean, again, you're easily gonna be contending.
Yeah, hound those 0-1 teams in your league, and get those running backs off their roster while they potentially look to rebuild.
Yeah, we're just poaching. It's in-season poaching. Get these running backs off the bottom teams.
Last comment here. Feel free to take your wide receiver depth and just package it in up tier. All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions or follow-ups on this one, but basically just focusing on running back. You've got wide receiver. You're set at wide receiver for the most part. And you will be hands down. You're already hands down a top contender here, but you'll basically solidify your status as a favorite in this league with a couple of running backs added to this team.
So, yeah, he did say y'all are answering most of the questions. First year Dynasty, so learning how much picks are worth. Yeah, and so what I would recommend, obviously, hopefully you're on the Discord, Chris, and I definitely ask a bunch of people in our Discord, like, hey, would you move a first for this guy? Well, if you do that, and if you check with Nathan and I, if you check with the people in our Discord, you'll make sure you get a good deal for your first. And you can, because that is honestly one of the harder parts about Dynasty when you first start playing, is learning how much those picks are worth. And so that's what the Discord is for. That's what Nathan and I are here for. So Appreciate you. I mean, for your first Dynasty, my gosh, dude. That's a great freaking team you have there. Bum, 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 bum. Bryson says trade London and Achan. Oh, wow. For Kyron Henderson and 2 firsts. Personally, I mean, woof. Kyron and Henderson can't. We'll just say they cancel. It would be Achan and 2 firsts or London. I'm fine taking Kyron Henderson first there. 2 first of value and so. Eric did say, hey, fellas, anywhere in the recent emails for the mixed up blueprint. Eric, if you'll go to the Discord, if you can DM Nathan and I, or if you even better would open up a ticket in our section, we will 100% get that fixed for you. Yeah, it should be fixed now. It's just a matter of retrieving it for you, so we can help you do that. Yeah, the Discord's been very good. I'm glad you've been on the Discord as well. So, would you pay a second for Caleb? It's my first Dynasty League. Would you pay a second for Caleb right now?
Oh, for Caleb Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, I agree. Chasing breakers, Achan and 2 firsts. Like you again, the first like guarantee that you're gonna have a shot at getting that back. So, JJ, it looks like we got your team review. We've got a trade question here from our boy Alex. Appreciate you so much, Alex. Again, when you guys submit, every blueprint's live tonight. So if you want to just go ahead and get any regular blueprint, we got you. But for Alex, he'd be sending away JCM and Ibuka. Oh gosh, my freaking gosh, Alex, you got it. This
is
oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do that on the Redraft channel.
All right, we'll do this on DFF. Appreciate you. All right, I got the link in the comments. You want to get your team looked at like this, get contending moves, what you should do with your picks, everything that we've got for you. You can follow the link right there. Again, live team blueprint with the annual Motherflock Truth Code domain. You can also do all card blueprints. We got all the options there, and we're answering trade questions, super chats, everything. So all your Dynasty questions, bring them here. Appreciate you, JJ. All right,
we got Anog 124 up next. Carolina Reapers is the team.
I mean, all right. Anog, appreciate you. Carolina Reapers is the team name here. He says, hey, thank you so much. First year doing Dynasty. Awesome. We're a lot of new first year guys. Love that. Would love some advice after I made some trades to get Judkins and Genty here. Also got the annual tier. How can I get the Infinite? Well, after we do this, you'll see where you have your blueprint delivered. You'll have the sign up sheet for Infinite and you'll be signed up and good to go. Anybody, by the way, anybody watching that's had any trouble with their Infinite blueprint, just want to open a ticket over on the Discord. Obviously, there's a new way of sending it out. So make sure every week you watch the announcements tab in the Dynasty domain section of the Discord. I send out how to get your blueprint. Also trying to get the emails back up, but basically we're not emailing them directly to you. There's a little webpage where you just fetch it and download it, and it's very easy. If you guys have had any issues at all, please get in contact with us so that we can help you fix that. We definitely want you to have the right one. So you'll have the sign-up sheet here soon, but your team name, Carolina Reapers, your second here, and let's grade the teams. 10-team Superflex.
Yeah, this is Drake May, Bo Nix, and Bryce Young at QB, and a 10-team I think is between a 6 and a 7. I'll give you a 7 there. At running back, you have Genty, Judkins, Mixon, Tootin, which is probably a 5. You have Chase, Tet, Worthy, Olave, Golden, Pearsall, Coker. That's going to be probably in 7. It's between a 7 and an 8. And then Kincaid and Jonnu is going to be good for a 2. Honestly, I'll give you an 8 at wide receiver. So 7-5, 8-2. Right now you are 1-1 in your league. You had a disappointing week this week. You do have Quinshawn coming back though. You have Worthy coming back healthy. Yeah, we'll go wide receiver factory contend reload because you do have the second best wide receiver room according to the My Teams tool in this league, which I agree with. So here's what we're going to do. Wow. Bryce Young has really, really fallen.
Yep. People they have not liked what they've seen.
Yeah. Here's still what I would do though. I would pay a premium. I would pay a depth piece. I'd pay a second on top of Bryce Young to go get Jared Goff as your QB2. And then I would probably move Bo Nix for another position so that you can load up on running back as you look to contend this season. That's another option that you could do is you could just down tier from Nix to Goff and then you would move off of Bryce Young for another position. But I think I think the value return that you'll get will be more favorable if you the other option. So we'll go up tier from Bryce Young. We'll go other position for Bo Nix. And a 10 team, I'm not as high on Bo Nix. And then we'll take Matthew Golden, and I think we'll just pivot off of him right now.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So Jared Goff will be your QB target. And then I'll just add in the comments here, get a cheap QB 3 like Geno or Stafford to make up for moving off of Bo.
Yeah, you like even a Daniel Jones there if you can get him is nice. I mean, that's the other thing. You guys can always shop these 0-2 teams for QB3s. So
yeah,
there's lots of 1-1 teams in this
I'll
league.
give you a couple of running back targets here that I like. First off, let me take a little look at Matthew Golden. He really hasn't dipped that much. He's still right around the Chuba range. If you're trying to get some running back help, I would look for potentially Chuba. There, I would pivot off of Golden. Honestly, if you just want to get another productive wide receiver, I'd pivot off of Golden for Pickens. That's another option for you. I'll give you both of those as targets right now.
Billy Boy says Avery's cooked in the Flock League. This week I'm cooked, but next week I'm gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix. I've got plans for this team. I'm gonna motivate him.
Yep. And then with Bo, he is again a little less valuable in a 10 team, but I would still try to get. I mean, gosh, I would still try to buy low on Rashee Rice before he comes back, and then just be swimming in value at that point. Because you're really, you just need one more proven running back to pair with Gentry and Quinshawn, and you'll be fine at running back from here on out. You're 1-1 with no Judkins for the first 2 weeks, essentially, assuming you didn't even start him at 2. And he's going to be getting probably bell cow work here pretty soon. So, yeah, I think you're in pretty solid shape here. I will add hold your future draft capital for now in case you have to make an emergency reload for in the next few weeks, but I think you should be fine until the midpoint of the season, really. And then really just prioritize getting one proven running back to pair with your rookies and getting a little higher upside at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So let us know if you have any questions for this man. Goff, Hubbard, Rice, and Pickens will be your targets. I think overall this is going to be a pretty solid contending team this year. You should be in good shape even at a 10 team. So,
all right, we appreciate you. If you have any questions, let us know, my friend. But assuming you were watching, I want to make sure. He says I'm in talks for Pearsall. And I'm in talks for Pearsall on a first for Odunze.
Yes, please. Yes, he'd be getting Odunze.
Yeah.
100%. That's exactly what I would want to see.
Yep.
So Pearsall on a first. You let us know what extra depth piece it would take, and our answer is most likely going to be yes. As long as it's not a ridiculously expensive depth piece, then throw in what you need to throw in and take it and run.
Yeah. If you have any other questions, Anog, we got you here in the comments, man. We appreciate you. But yeah.
I would have done that before the season started for Rome.
Yeah.
Now? Oh my gosh.
All right. We'll send over that blueprint to you tomorrow on your My Reviews page, by the way. Appreciate you.
All right, we got multiple Dynasty trade questions.
Yeah, so Penix or Devonta Smith for Steely. Penix is his current quarterback 2. I'm not super
Let's look at the team and make sure that it makes sense.
It's Caleb. I think Caleb, Penix, and Geno, and his wide receivers are Ladd, Hunter, Worthy, Addison, Godwin. He's got Chuba, Mixon, and Jones.
With that wide receiver room, I actually wouldn't make. I would just hold Penix.
He's pretty much reloading. It looks like.
Yeah, if you're
I think I would hold
reloading,
Penix
then
here
just
too,
stick with
Steely.
Penix because he does still have higher value upside than Devonta Smith does.
Hey, how's your Steely? How's your Renegade Reapers team?
He's 0-2.
What?
Very unlucky. Yeah, because I was looking back at his roster and I'm like, oh, he's still fine. Like he has Henry and Jacobs, he has Baker, he has Dak, he has Lad. Do you have Higgins on that team, or did you end up trading him away? I forget. That sucks if you have Higgins. But, 0-2. I told him he'll leave.
Yeah.
Like I really am not worried about it right now. I'm not in panic mode yet.
Who is Snowsy's got a dynasty trade question for us. You basically move off of Bowers and down. Oh my freaking gosh, yes. Oh my freaking gosh, yes. Oh, in a super flex?
Oh, easy peasy.
Go to the next
Even
one,
in a 10-team super flex, you're taking that. No problem.
Oh my gosh, yes,
No
you're doing this. That's
problem.
Bowers and you're getting Herbert for downs here.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yes. Take that easy. That's an easy one. Hope you can actually get that done. So appreciate you, Anog. Nathan just peeked when he saw a dude say trade away McMillan for Rice. It's a honestly they're both great. I probably wouldn't. I would just hold. Should I move a second and a third for Kamara? I would be fine with that. What are we doing with T Higgins? I think you have to hold T Higgins right now.
Steely's in the same dilemma as you are on Renegade Reapers with Terry.
Oh,
because preseason, I gave him the go ahead to pivot off of DJ Moore for Terry, which still looks good.
Yeah.
But it's like, hi Terry,
like do something. Hello,
where are you? So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Xander says, does the annual Mother Flocker not come with the team review? It sure does. Just make sure you have used code domain and you're not on the free trial, and you'll get that voucher when you check out. It'll be completely free. And so CK is begging you to look at another trade in the Yellow League, like begging you, like commenting every 5 minutes for you to look. So
what other trade? What are you talking about?
He said
CK?
another one went down.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty fair deal. Chase, Walker, and Charbonnet for Bijan, Waddle, and Golden. I prefer Walker and Charbonnet over Waddle and Golden, and then I prefer Bijan over Chase.
I would probably take the side, to be honest.
I think that's a fair deal.
Yeah, it is fair. Sean says he's 2-0 in a listener league with the lowest scoring team. He's doing a terrible job of tanking. Yeah, you should tank better, man. Suck better. Pause. What does the Mother Flocker free trial come with? Well, it gets you access to the site you can check out, but we don't do the team review, the free team review for you until you're off the free trial, because otherwise we would just be doing free all the time, and then we have to money to.
Facts.
If that makes sense. So you get the stuff with the site, but in terms of all of our personalized advice, that comes when you're not on the free trial, if that makes sense. So appreciate it. Xander, you should do it. I mean, you should come join the community. And if you want a team review, again, that's the best way to do it. All right. Link is down in the comments section. If you guys would like to get your team looked at on tonight's stream, we're going to keep it moving here. Keep it.
We got Crispy up next.
All right, Crispy. Crispy, I'm assuming you are here. Boom.
He submitted.
Yeah. Appreciate you, buddy. Crispy, 2-0 to start. Need a backup running back probably. Also semi-panicking on Marv, but I'm holding him in other leagues. Any suggestions? Yeah, let's look at your team here. It looks like you are second in our power rankings. So let's take a look at that. 12-team Superflex start, 10 PPR. It's still main rules here.
Kyler, Dak, Russ, Flacco. That's actually 4 starters. That's really funny. We'll give you between a 5 and a 6, probably a 5.
Yep.
Chuba, JCM, and then not really anything else other than that. Probably a 3. Lamb, Marv, Odunze, Downs, Judy, Myers, Mooney. That's a solid 7.
8 with Odunze, I think.
Okay.
Odunze, that's top heavy.
Bowers a 10.
You got Myers.
So 5, 3, 8, 10. Got a lot of depth at wide receiver. What's his record right now? 2-0.
He's 2-0. It's
yeah,
points 4, 315, but he would be 1, 2. He's third in the league in points 4. I'll go well-rounded. Can reload?
I would go wide receiver factory. I think his strength is by far and away receiver, because I look at all that depth.
Yeah.
And running back
Devon Bailey, Ricky White, Jimmy Horn, yeah. Marcus Robinson, Juju. I don't have Juju ranked.
Right. How about the first 7 wide receivers?
I mean, Josh Downs, Jerry Jeudy, and Jacoby Myers are not contributing to a wide receiver factory archetype.
Yeah, it is when you're 3rd, 4th, and 5th option. Not on Craig Hunt. I would not be leaning well-rounded. Definitely wide receiver factory.
I mean,
his grades are 5, 3, 8, 10.
yeah, it doesn't really fit into. Again, I don't think it's a wide receiver factory, but whatever. I mean, it's a 3 wide receiver factory. But I think it's. I mean,
look at 2 and 3, or look at 1 and 2. Number 1 has Rasheed, Ladd, AJ Brown, Smith, Adams, or Addison. So that's his top 5, and then he has Jennings, Leggett, Hollywood. His wide receiver better than that.
my thing is sorted wrong. I can't even see it. There's a guy that has Jefferson, Nico, Garrett Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Cup, Hopkins, Kirk. So like that's comparable, but his top is better. Pause. Either way,
the number 2 team,
why do you care?
He has the number 1 wide receiver room in the league.
You literally said wide receiver factory. I said okay.
You didn't. You
yes,
fought
I
me
did.
on it. You were like, no, that's not.
No, I didn't, dude. You literally said, I literally was like, okay. And you were like, why is it not a wide receiver factory? I'm like, I just don't think it is. I think this is a wide receiver heavy. I think Moses' top values in wide
How
receiver.
is JCM as your running back 2?
It doesn't
merit
fit.
a well-rounded
This doesn't.
team?
It doesn't fit well-rounded well, I don't think. But it also just doesn't fit wide receiver factory. And well-rounded is my default.
He has the
setting.
number 1 wide receiver room in the league.
Yeah,
Give
but
him his
but
credit.
It's not a factory.
Give him his credit. A factory. He's got 7 starting wide receivers.
Starting. That's the baseline. Like it. Jacoby Myers and Jerry Jeudy don't matter.
What do you mean they don't
From
matter?
a value standpoint,
Jacoby Myers matters. He's a
They're
top 100 dynasty asset right now. Have you seen his market value? He's right there by Mike Evans.
No, I don't think so. I think
Oh
it's well-rounded.
Golly. You're just doing it to trigger me at this point.
It's well-rounded.
No,
Not
it's
switched it.
wide receiver factory.
Got switched.
No, I reserve the right to. Okay, thank you for not switching. You keep it there.
He's gonna switch it.
You keep it there.
Don't worry. We'll see.
Don't worry. We'll keep it there for you, Crispy. Great wide receiver. Good job.
Dude, hey, look, Daniel's trying to get us both killed.
It's a good wide receiver.
Daniel said, no, sorry, it wasn't Daniel. Daniel says, how long is the stream going? Until we're done with Team Blueprints, we have 2 more right now. So if anybody else wants to get them in, go for it. Somebody did ask, real question, where's it at? Booty Clap is trying to get us to both kill each other. Samsung or Apple?
Bless.
Apple. So.
Okay, anyways. Well, we're down to
50
from
Cal
Kyler.
says, not a factory.
All right, that's fine.
What day are rankings typically updated on the site? Usually we do that by Wednesday, so I should be able to do it tomorrow. It's called a pass catcher factory, not a wide receiver factory. There you go. That would make more sense. Yeah.
Who are pass catchers in general?
Are you discriminating against running backs?
Most of them.
Have you
yes.
heard of Jameer Gibbs, Nate?
Yeah, I didn't realize that every running back in the NFL is
Realize every wide receiver in the NFL was
a pass catcher. Yeah, they actually are.
Not all of them are actually.
Apparently, not CeeDee Lamb though. CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he's like my wide receiver 69 at this point.
Okay,
'Cause
again,
he
his
can't
top
catch
wide receivers are
passes.
great. Again, I didn't even argue it. I was just like, whatever.
So we're gonna down tier from Kyler. We definitely need to get running back help here because I don't think either of us are comfortable with JCM as your running back 2. Ideally, JCM would be a guy that you want coming off the bench that maybe you plug into your flex if he ends up doing really well, but we need to get extra help there. So probably a significant down tier from Kyler. Honestly, we're probably going down to, well, I would say Dak. But we'll go down to Goff, who has lost quite a bit of value because of the dud week. You've seen Goff's floor at this point.
I have a question.
What?
Well, never mind.
What's
No,
your-
never mind.
Okay. You want to down tier from Bowers to
Yeah.
Warren?
Yeah. You can still do that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Warren's a
well,
beast.
If today's startups were any indication, it is.
Hey, Doc, we got yours in. Appreciate you, buddy. He says it's a disaster to look at. We're going to see.
Is he 2-0, by the way? Yeah.
Yes, Jaden, would you trade Waddle for Adams? On a contending team, I'm fine with it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's a better wide receiver, too, for a wide receiver.
Waddle
team
had a
with terrible
touchdown
offense.
last week. It was very surprising.
Yeah, it was very
They're not going
surprising.
to play the Patriots every week, though.
Pretty crazy. Oh, I thought that would be bad for them because they were playing the Patriots, but
Suck.
I forgot that Christian Gonzalez was out, too. That kind of sucked for me.
Get a little bit on top there. Get a little bit on top of Adams. It's their wide receiver 35 or wide receiver 4. If you can get like a second or a third on top
Hey,
of it.
since you do have so many wide receivers, let's take Judy and Downs and let's up tier for a higher upside guy. I think we'd be more comfortable with that because, again, like in your flex, you're choosing of like 4 different wide receivers. So let's just consolidate it since you're getting extra running back help that you're probably going to be plugging into your flex. You want to get guys at wide receiver that any given week you are like, yeah, these guys could like win me the week. And I don't really feel like that with Judy and Downs right now. Like Downs looked good last week. He looked really good for, the talent that he is. But in terms of production, it's not going to consistently be there this year. And I don't know if it's going to be really ever now that Warren's in that offense. So take Downs and Judy here. All right. Let's give him pretty much let's give him 2 running back targets and give him a wide receiver target.
How cheap?
Wide receiver, I'm going to go ahead and give you Pickens.
Yeah, he needs those type of guys. That's wide receiver factory. 2 more of those guys in that range.
I just had him up tier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would,
yeah,
like 5 wide receivers in the top 30. That's like, oh, that's a wide receiver factory.
What does factory imply for you?
There's a lot of them.
Exactly.
I came up with the term.
Exactly.
It was my term.
Quantity.
Yes.
Quantity.
Yeah, but it has to be quality as well. Like,
well, yeah, these are still quality dynasty assets.
The top 3 are great, but the bottom, the Josh Downs down is not what I would consider a factory. I consider a factory, for example, if it was Lamb.
Well, no, I'm not looking all the way down at Juju and saying, oh, he has 50 wide receivers on his board, therefore he's a factory. Everyone's going to have more wide receivers on the roster than any other position.
Even if he had DK on this
roster. But
it's
quantity of relevant or more than relevant assets. And these guys are like, I mean, you're fine starting any of those any given week. How many of your leagues are you starting Myers, Judy, Downs, or Mooney?
Here's
like those caliber.
I'm Mooney, Myers. I literally, when I was signing a team archetype for Dynasty, could not care less about. You have redraft brain. He's suffering. He's got a chronic condition of redraft brain right now.
Look at those team grades: 5, 3, 8, 10. What is that?
Numbers.
What has the highest grade that isn't Brock Bowers?
Why can't we say Brock Bowers? It's elite tight end team. It's a tight end factory. By your definition, this would be a tight end factory. He's got one good one.
No, it's not, because the way that we grade tight ends is completely different. And a tight end factory would imply quantity of tight ends.
I'm just saying, like, even like a Zay Flowers, this would be a wide receiver factory. So it's just like crazy. It's kind of between archetypes here.
So you're telling me that, well, number one, so if you took Downs, Judy, Myers, and Mooney, and you wiped them off the board and you inserted Zay Flowers as your 4th wide receiver, it's a wide receiver factory.
No, I think you got to keep Downs.
Because you have, okay, well, I'm just saying, value-wise, that would be a wide receiver factory for you if those top 4 were his wide receivers.
I think if he had Lamb, Marv, Odunze, DK, and Downs, I'd be like, yeah, it's a wide receiver factory. I don't literally care about anything.
Odunze, DK, and Downs.
Yeah, or somebody in that DK range, like a 6th, 7th round guy.
Okay, he literally, like, it's not even a question. He has the value with those wide receivers to get one of those guys if he wants. It's a wide receiver factory.
But having the value to get a wide receiver factory.
I can't even believe. There's, what are you going to call it? Running back heavy?
No, it doesn't fit an archetype well. That's why I went to well-rounded. It was just a default.
He has the number 1 wide receiver room in his entire league.
You can have the number 1 receiver room on these My Teams rankings with Jamar Chase and a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, well, is CD Lamb, and it's not a bunch of nobodies.
Well, it's 2 other people.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You got redraft brain. It's fine. I'll help you out.
That is not redraft brain. Do you know how many of these blueprints that I do? 10 times out of 10, that's a wide receiver factory. It's not even close. I give those types of teams wide receiver factories all the time.
I think we need to re-educate you on the archetype.
Re-educate me, brother? No, I'll re-educate you on the wide receiver factory. Give me suggestions and comments. We've spent too much time.
No, this is what they pay for.
I'll give him running back.
We need to give him something about his first. We need to give him advice for his picks.
Okay, go.
I would say hold your pick for a couple more weeks and then do it. So, Abram, how would you know if I'm wrong? Again, I came up with the term wide receiver factory. I can't be wrong about a concept that I had in my head, like an original concept. Even if he has perfected it, that was my term.
Whose terms were whose?
No, but
I was gonna say I don't.
I do remember wide receiver factory was for sure. It's my term.
Cool.
You gonna do the Simon thing and just take credit for everything?
Oh, you mean like how you're doing right now?
Dude, I'm just saying that was my term. I said you perfected it. Although evidently not. It's stained now.
It's
It's blemished.
It's definitely
We've
definitely
tarnished the wide receiver factory archetype name.
right, because that's the worst wide receiver I've ever seen.
It's been way too long. It has been way too long since we worried about something like this. So
Yeah,
we kind of needed it. Got to get back into Dynasty mode.
Yeah, I don't think you're.
It is everybody in the comments agreed with me.
Everybody meaning one?
No, there were multiple people that was like, it's a wide receiver assembly line.
Jeez.
Mom
and Dad are fighting again.
KT says, you don't own ideas. Once shared, the community derives its meaning. Hold on. Daniel says, annual mother flocker. It's annual mother flocker, not flocker, Daniel, by the way. Split payments are just all up front. You see this team in the league I got. Hello, figuring out what costs you. Yeah, it's the annual mother flocker, and it is all up front. But it saves you, it's like cut in half from the monthly, so you save a bunch when you do it. But hopefully that makes sense. We'd be happy to look at your team, man, and fight about if it's a wide receiver factory or not. We need clearly defined archetypes or nobody's going to buy another blueprint. It doesn't change the outlook at all. It doesn't change the moves he's going to make at all. It's literally just a clerical error on Nathan's part.
It's a worthless argument where Avery's trying to fight a battle that he won't.
Who says I'm not going to win? I think I won.
Didn't.
All right.
What's the strength of his roster?
I get it. I get why you're saying
what is the strength of his roster?
It's just not.
If you were to look at his roster and be like, man, you've got a strength.
Wide receiver is his strength. Pretty easly. I would say it's tied in a wide receiver, but it's wide receiver.
I rest my case.
I'm not even that. I wasn't even gonna fight you. But then it made me feel like I was stupid. I'm like, well, I'm just saying, like, usually what I think of a wide receiver fact is like 5 top 30 wide receiver. So yeah, it's a well-rounded or wide receiver factory.
We should. That'll be a nice.
The archetypes.
By the way, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All
right, good fight.
These are the things we'll have to troubleshoot.
Yep. Okay. Crispy, appreciate you. If you have any questions, let us know. So.
Yeah, basically just focus on getting some extra help at running back.
Vengeance says wide receiver chocolate factory. Now kiss. No, we don't do that on camera. Derelict says he's getting walked around. Sorry. Do we likely are the Javante blue stack in a tight end premium? Javante, easily. Gosh. All right. JJ is up next. Again, if you would like us to fight about your team archetype and also, of course, give you the full review experience. Got you in the chat.
I'm out of energy. I'm fighting on it.
A pounce later. I win.
And then I'll find newfound energy.
Can you find something that's newfound? Or if it's newfound, it's already found?
Well, yeah.
Because found is past and find is present.
There's a whole country.
Yeah, but they're not finding it.
But it's still the Newfoundland.
All right, Alex, we got yours in as well. Coach has a trade question. Coach, what's up, man? Every time I see Coach, after somebody sees his username, have you seen the Survivor seasons with Coach?
Oh gosh, Coach. I'm trying to see his face.
Hold on.
I used to watch Survivor like all the time.
I did too.
It's been a minute.
I will not say why I don't watch Survivor anymore. Here, look.
Yeah, same.
Look. That's Coach.
Yes, I think I saw a season with Coach. Yeah. Yep. My favorite seasons were the ones, the classic ones with Boston Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Or not Boston Connor, Boston Rob.
Yeah.
And Boston Connor being
that would be funny.
Show.
Justin Jefferson here. You're down trading from Jefferson to T-Mac. It's a 1 QB and you're getting Lamar Jackson back. It's a fair deal. It's a fair deal, Coach. I don't mind this at all. Kyle Williams doesn't matter in this deal. I think I would prefer to hold Jefferson here. You have Chase, though. And you have Burrow, and you're trying to replace Burrow. Man, your team is so good in this league. Oh, my gosh. Nathan, 1 QB, 12 team Jefferson or T-Mac and Lamar?
1 QB, Jefferson for Tet and Lamar. Well, what's his team?
You know, he's got Burrow, Ward, and Darnold, so he lost Burrow. He's got Jamar, J. Jeff, Travis Hunter, Luther Bird, and Devontae Adams. He's got Bijan, Saquon, JT. He's heavily contended. So.
I would take Lamar.
Yeah, I would take Lamar. So. Go for it, coach. It's even, but yeah.
Did you see the super message from Bitter Hornet?
I did not. Oh, yeah, here, I see it now.
He's a short-term QB to replace Daniels who doesn't play Love or CMC and Pure Saul. My short-term replacement for Daniels would probably be... Wait, if he doesn't play Love, Lawrence Jones... Yeah, this is another context one, Bitter Hornet. I'm not sure what you're saying here. Are you saying is he like the guy that you're playing up against? I need a little more context here of like your team and your situation. This might be.
CW says, what are the different archetypes so far? Everybody's been wide receiver factory. Yeah, and so we actually have this in a couple of videos if you want to go back and watch. But the archetypes are dual elite QB, elite value, wide receiver factory, well-rounded, running back heavy, hard rebuild, 1-year reload, and future value. So normally they're not all wide receiver factories. The most common ones though are wide receiver factory and elite value, wide receiver factory, well-rounded these days, and then the 1-year reloads and hard rebuilds tend to filter in as well. I think you'll see some of those tonight. So. Nick said, how many are in the queue? About to get a review. You're good. We've got like legit 2 or 3 in the queue. We've got very little queue tonight. If you guys want to get your review, I've got the link down there for you. Appreciate you. No, we're not worried about London. Evil Penis says Mason engagement just dropped. Where did he drop it at? Yeah, we've known about it for probably a week and a half. So it's news to y'all. It's not news to us.
I thought he put it at the end of the Flock League video like last week. I guess he never said that it actually worked out, but he did say if it didn't work out, it was never going to see the light.
Where did he post that? Obviously, big congrats to Mace. Where did he post that at? Oh, Twitter. Nice. Yep. Yeah, it's been official for a while, but they're engaged. It's awesome.
Yep. All right, JJ Kirk, you're up next, man.
JJ, I know JJ's here.
Said he's reloading 1-1. Wide receiver got shaky with BTJ and Higgins. Need tight end help too. What target should I be going after and which player should I look to move, or should I just hold for a while longer? Appreciate y'all as always. Yeah, no problem. You made some late offseason moves, got Brees, Judkins, and an additional first as well. This is the Bill Krosky show. So you are 1-1 as a reloading team.
Cash says Rupert's my hero. Rupert's from Shelbyville, which is the town
Dude,
next to
Rupert is
Shelbyville.
Fan favorite in India.
He has an arcade in Shelbyville. Shelbyville is where I grew up essentially. So he's literally from my hometown.
I didn't realize he was from Shelbyville. That's fun.
Yep. Sure is.
Did he win?
I don't think.
Okay.
Little Boopert. All right. Lots of depth, guys.
All right, so we have, this is a 10-team super flex, full PPR, 0.75 tight end break.
Nice. 7 at quarterback with Daniels, Goff, and Dart. Maybe a 6 and a 10.
A 10-team, I'll give it 7.
Yeah, I thought so too. Reese, Quinshawn, JCM, Scattaboo, Javante. That gets you to like a 4. Maybe a 5.
I'll give you
Go 5. BTJ, Higgins, Downs. Seen enough. Wide receiver factory. Seen enough.
I knew you were going to say that. That is not a wide receiver factory.
Thank you.
Not even close.
Scott, it's not a wide receiver factory. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was awesome. Oh, man. I love it when Scott does the funniest.
Okay, but his 2 is T. Higgins. Crispy's 2 and 3 were Marvin Rome.
Yeah, yes. Again, I said it was a well-rounded or a wide receiver factory.
That is 3 top 15 dynasty wide receivers.
I get why you said wide receiver factory. Like, I'm fine with it, but you acted like I was the biggest idiot of all time for saying well-rounded. That's where the issue started.
Well-rounded.
Dude, what is the second most likely archetype for that team? It's clearly well-rounded.
Running back heavy. I'm just being a troll. Ferguson's a 1.
What do we give him at wide receiver?
Wide receiver.
6.
I think in a 10 team,
5.
it's a 5 or a 6. Honestly, I would probably go 5.
Let's go 5, 1.
Yeah.
I mean, for this one, it's a super flex. It's a start 11.
This is 7-5-5-1. He's 1-1.
This has to be a well-rounded team.
Your flexes right now are Judy Myers and Coleman, so I understand why you're reloading. You honestly don't have bad depth at running back.
No.
Because really, actually, you're not flexing Judy Myers and Coleman. You're flexing Javonte Williams every week. You're probably flexing Scattaboo now. You're probably thinking about flexing JCM. Are we well-rounding and trying to contend here? Or are we staying true to the reload and trying to build up wide receiver a little more? Like, would you rather him contend and stick with Javonte or try to sell Javonte high and go continue to build up wide receiver?
I don't know. He's going to definitely get close to contending with the roster with Jacoby and Judy and a start 11 and then Javonte.
That's what I think. Because you're flexing Javonte right now, which is
that's great.
A lot of points. So
I don't know. I think
we'll go well rounded until
until
you can't contend. So this is going to be a conservative, well rounded team where we're basically going to tell you like, hey, you're contending until you're not. So you're kind of like on the contend rebuild scale, you're kind of going to be in the middle-ish. But plan to contend until you either, are looking to make the playoffs or you're not, and then you can just adjust accordingly in the middle of the season.
He said previous blueprints were reload. And so that doesn't surprise me. We're obviously on the fence.
Makes sense.
Honestly, you're holding your picks. You're not really we're not going to make moves to sell off all your future assets here. That's the thing. We're going to conservatively see how we can get, 5-6 weeks in, what our record's going to be here. So tight end values outside of Bowers and McBride have gone in flames. Yeah, except for Warren. Warren's been great. I always forget Daryl's Dynasty. Daryl's a convert. All right. Mile High. Where's Mile High? Oh, he's third. Okay, so these are going to be two mid first at best.
I would hold those first until the middle of the season.
1,000%.
If you are well over 500, then you can move a pick or two to go make a push if you need to.
We're selling Ja'Cory Cross anyways.
We're selling exactly. That's the other part of the argument too. Is even as a well-rounded team, we're making the same moves for you.
Yeah, you got to up tier at wide receiver. I think once.
We'll take Judy Downs again.
Yeah, that's fine. Dog man, 830.
And then
there's definitely somebody at my door.
I think our third. Hey, you have Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is going to be starting line, and he's been looking great.
Yeah.
Man, I go back and forth with Brees and Dynasty right now, but I don't trust Brees in Dynasty any more than I trust.
I have the same opinion. He's going to get a contract, and so he'll maintain his value.
Yeah, but again, I'm saying production wise, I don't trust him any more than I do some of the lower running backs down here, like Chuba. Really, don't trust him anymore.
I mean, a good way to look at this is look at redraft rankings and see who you can down tier to with a production increase. I mean, realistically, when you're looking at redraft rest of season rankings for this year,
I would pivot from. I would pivot from Brees to James Cook still.
Oh, in a heartbeat. If you can, is that a thing?
Yeah, they're very
James
close.
James Cook has somehow ended up being a good value in Dynasty, and it really baffles me. It was fun being wrong about James Cook, but then everybody didn't correct.
It was fun.
James Cook is ranked running back 11 to running back 14 for Brees Hall, but that's definitely a move. If you could make it, I mean, I would pay Brees in a third easily.
Yep.
You could trade Keandre Lambert-Smith or something, or Dante Thornton on top of that.
Wide receiver up tier candidates. We're probably looking at Flowers.
If you can get Flowers,
and we're probably looking at Pickens.
Yeah, those are the guys.
James Cook, Chuba, and Pickens on his team. Focus on maximizing the production upside of your flex spots and getting a little more value and production upside at wide receiver. Third move here, I would say don't stress about tight ends too much. You can get by with Zach Ertz this season. Zach Ertz continues to be, I guess, just an ageless wonder. He's aged like fine wine. He's like, it's kind of crazy, honestly, how well he's aged and how his career really just. I mean, these 1-year deals were coming with Washington, with him assuming that he was going to retire after every 1-year deal, and he's just playing so well and getting so much production and opportunity there, and they're making runs in the NFC that he's like, yeah, I'll stick around. I mean, he's still, it's like a top 8 tight end right now.
Yeah, he's great. He's great for dynasty and contending teams and redraft as well. Like, yeah,
because he doesn't cost
fantastic.
He's nothing.
Free.
He's a 20th round pick in dynasty startups.
Yep, sure is. I drafted a couple Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritts in the 20 rounds this year. So
nice.
I ended up hitting on
got him in the 9th too for the meme, and it ended up being fine.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions on this one.
Yeah. So again, like, those are the moves I think we'd give you as a reload too. And so he said a couple people possibly interested in JCM and the Warren owners shopping. So there you go. Like, that would be crazy. So
the Tyler Warren owner.
You're really just gonna have to be methodical with this one, and be very flexible. So make sure you keep your flexibility on that. So if you have any other questions though while we're here, we can go ahead and answer them for you now. Appreciate you so much, dude. Yeah, let us know obviously if you have any follow-ups after this. You should have the blueprint tomorrow in your My Reviews page. So T-full.
All right, Doc Gamut's up next.
Yeah, Doc, say hey in the comments. I'm assuming you're still here. Appreciate you so much. And if you have any questions while we're going through this, let us know. Yeah, I did want to say welcome to Kiwi16, who just signed up and also submitted for his first review. Kiwi, welcome to the community, friend. We appreciate you. And we've got your review in the queue ready to go. Big Bad Brad is a redraft review, so we've got Docs, Alex, and Kiwis on deck. And then outside of that, you guys are welcome to submit, and we have we obviously have a link for you to get your team reviewed. If you join with the annual Mother Flocker tier with code DOMAIN, you'll get everything that the site has to offer. Again, it's code DOMAIN when you sign up, annual Mother Flocker tier. You're gonna get a free live team review tonight, and you're gonna get a blueprint with it. So again, you have everything on the site for the entire year. You also get Nathan and I looking at your team tonight, giving you the discussion about it. You can hear us talk about it, ask us questions in real time. We'll send you one of these. We'll send you a new blueprint for it every week so you can continue to make moves. And then you're obviously going to get a Discord as well. So again, you can take advantage of that at the link I've got posted. Appreciate you guys who join. Obviously, we'll give you shout outs and stuff. So, all right, Doc, what's up? JJ says, slow grind to contend, but continue to appreciate the input. Yep. Yeah. I mean, you're good enough and active enough, and you know the market well enough to where you can. We honestly trust you with this kind of build. Like, that's a tough, fine line to walk, and I think you can do it, JJ. You're here enough. You're gonna be fine. So.
All right. So looking at Turf Toe's team, he says my QBs, my season's sunk. Already moved Kelsey and Jalen Warren each for seconds.
Injury's brutal.
Great move, by the way, moving Kelsey and Warren for seconds. Who should I sell now, and who should I wait to sell? Thanks. Yeah, let's check this out, man. So Purdy and Burrow still at QB is going to be a 7.
Yep.
Harvey, Mason, Tootster, Hunter, Jarquez Hunter, Chris Rodriguez. That's going to be like a 2 at running back. You have Drake London, JSN, DK Pearsall, Shakir at wide receiver, which is you have London and JSN, which is really nice. What do you think? It's between a 6 and a 7 and a 12 team.
It is.
Okay, and then Warren is an 8.
Nice too.
Warren's an 8 at this point.
Honestly, Nathan.
So
yeah.
we'll go 1 year reload. Shut up.
What?
I thought you were gonna say honestly. I thought it's a wide receiver factory.
Oh no. I think it's a reload. Don't you think?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Cool. We're on Purdy. You're out.
Yeah, I don't know why would he wide receiver. Yeah, 1 year reload.
That's what
Oh man, the evil laugh.
Yeah. So with Burry and Purdo, that's what I almost said.
Wow.
Yeah, almost did that too. I don't know. You can't really.
Oh,
move.
hey, Mr. Hold on.
As a reload, you don't want to move Burrow.
Mr. Blue says, tell Flock to allow Apex Leagues was going to join. So you can't link your team on the My Teams, Mr. Blue, but we can still review your team on an Apex League. So you still get all of our stuff on an Apex League. You can still do the Infinite Blueprint on the Apex League. You can't link it to the My Teams, but you get all the domain stuff. And so all the stuff that we're doing, the blueprints, things like that. Basically what you do, can you go to, which one was it? One of these reviews is a manual. I want to show him what it looks like. Is it Bad Brad? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Big Bad Brad. Oh, Brad's is a Dynasty. His is a Dynasty salary cap, which is going to be so fun. So you basically submit it like this. You do a non-linked team and you submit screenshots. So we can absolutely review your team and you get all the domain stuff with it. And so just so you know.
Oh, wait. Brad's is a Dynasty?
Yeah, Brad's is a Dynasty.
Is he on the stream?
Yes. He just said hey.
We're doing a Dynasty.
So again, Mr. Blue, that's the annual Mother Flocker tier with, make sure you have code domain on your account page. But that will get you the blueprint. And so you'll have it for free. I put that in the chat for you as well. And that'll get you a free one. And again, just go non-linked and then just send it up. It'll let you upload screenshots and we can look at your screenshots and do your whole review and you'll get a blueprint just like everybody else. So appreciate you. We did not draw a winner. One last call for the free blueprint. Domain 69 chat. We'll do it right after this. So. Appreciate you, Mr. Blue. Excited to look at your team as well.
All right. So moves here is a 1-year reload. First off, you got to hold Purdy and Burrow. As a reload, they're honestly ideal assets to own at the moment. We're going to take Mason, Jordan Mason, also Mason Dodd. You can sell Mason Dodd for a bag of chips, but Jordan Mason will sell for a little more than that with the Aaron Jones injury.
We'll open his team back up.
We'll take him and Shakir. Take Jordan Mason and Shakir, and we'll just go higher value upside.
Yep.
We will also take, I would assume you want to take Pearsall and probably pivot.
Nice little Warren value when we're getting here recently, huh?
And then I think we will go, I think we'll pivot off of DK as well. So 2026 rookie picks, obviously, I think will be a really nice target for you to continue to go for. You got a couple of seconds by moving off of Jalen Warren. Travis Kelce, which I think was a great move. But yeah, we're going to continue getting more values right now. I would try to buy Henderson low. And then when we're looking at wide receivers, I would try to get Ayuk before he comes back healthy. And then that target volume with Olave is phenomenal. It's really, really solid stuff. And he has not gained value yet in Dynasty. So if you can go ahead and snag him and then the touchdowns come and then flip him for more, I would try to do that as well. So we'll go Henderson, Olave, Ayuk, and 26 rookie picks as your targets by moving off Pearsall, Shakir Mason, and DK Metcalf. Comments for this team. Don't trade away Burrow or Purdy. They are ideal QBs to own as a reload. Another thing that I would mention is fade running back outside of any rookie investments. Target wide receivers with that have yet to reach their value ceiling. If you can get Rashid at a discount before he comes back, then do it. That discount being, hey, I down-tiered from a player to go get him. Hey, I paid DK Metcalf and Khalil Shakir to get Rashid Rice. Like, I would do that in a heartbeat, no problem. Those types of ideas. So let us know if you have any questions on this one, man. Again, as a reload, we're very methodical with reloads, very straightforward, very just playing the market, trying to buy low on guys that the market is kind of freaking out about at the moment. And it's like irrational panics. Whereas like in reality, these rookie guys that should be getting all the volume are not, because, hey, they're rookies and sometimes teams just have stupid antics with not putting their rookies on the field as much as they should, aka Travion Henderson right now. Like, we know long-term Travion is going to be the bell cow #1 running back there. It's not even going to be a question. So We like targeting those types of guys as reloads.
All right. We appreciate you, Doc. What questions do you have for us? I'm checking the comments here. I haven't seen you comment, but I know you said the injury bug's been bad, so you know that happens. You just gotta.
Yeah, that's really.
He said,
tough.
"Do you like trying to sell Wandale higher? Or do you think he has value growth potential?" I'm fine selling him.
I'm fine selling him high. Yeah.
I'm good with that. That's a market play in my opinion. So I think you're on the right track there. So, CJ said you did a review on my team earlier this week. What would you pay for Olave in a 12-team start 10? Hard to give specifics. Did we give you? If we did a blueprint for you, we gave you Olave as a trade target. Then we would have given you, in your trade away guys, we would have given you the guys we wanted you to trade away for Olave. You probably would have sold that as pivot to another wide receiver or something like that. And so on your blueprint, if you can look at your players, usually the players that you're sending away are usually connected with the players to target. And so you should have a couple guys that we'd move for Olave there. So let me know if you let me know who the guys we listed to trade away are for and what the reasonings were, and I can tell you. You like? Yeah, we already read that. Appreciate you. All right. Beautiful. All right, got the link down below. We've got a couple in the queue, which means your team can get reviewed here very soon. Knocking out Dynasty team reviews, helping people reload, rebuild, or contend based on what their roster says and then make the moves to win their championship or secure their future. Let's keep it moving. I think Alex is up next.
Yep.
Alex, I'm sure, is here. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Not in the auction league, but whatever. Can't believe he got a Buka. I'm mad about that. Oh, Paraqua has a trade question here real quick, and he put some context in, by the way. Paraqua trade question here is Burrow for Bo Nix and BTJ. And then basically he said, on my trade question, how much should I add to get that kind of deal done? I was thinking of first. Nah. No, other option was Burrow, my 26 picks for Mahomes, Achane, and Rice. Oh, gosh. Yes. Yeah, do Burrow your first, second, and third for Mahomes, Achane, and Rice. You win that deal by a million miles.
Yep.
That's the one, Paraqua. That's the one.
That's what we would do.
The guys listed to trade away are Higgins, Shakir, and Bryce Young. We probably wanted to either go from Shakir to Olave, like higher upside. If Higgins is a down tier, it may be Higgins but it depends on what it says. Depends on what the notes are. Raphael says, what's the difference between a reload and a rebuild? A reload is what you do before you have to rebuild. Usually rebuilds are 2 years. And so rebuilding is reactionary. Reloading is reactionary. Reloading is, what's the opposite of reactionary? Proactive.
Proactivarian.
It basically, you're being reactive versus being proactive. And so when you reload, you basically are like, okay, I could contend this year, but I don't have enough value to do it. We usually like to suggest reloads when somebody has a really good contending team, but if they do contend, their contending assets are going to lose so much value that they're going to end up in a hard rebuild. So you reload for 1 year so you don't have to rebuild for 2 after that, if that makes sense. So that's the difference. Pro-reactionary.
No, it's just proaction. Because it's proactive.
Anti-reactionary.
So reactive, proactive. Reactionary, proactive.
Yeah, it's not a word.
But pro-reactionary would.
Yeah, I know that was joking. Because I thought you were joking. Pre-functionary. That might work.
Okay, there you go. So looking at Alex's team here, Alex has JSN Bourne, aka Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne. JSN is basically Jason Bourne.
Or Prefunctoria.
You are currently.
Oh, can we draw the
number 2
blueprint real quick? Yeah, and we have it. You want to do this other trade question here real quick too? Sorry.
This is a pivot. This is Travis Hunter for Travion Henderson. I think it's a fair deal.
It's fine. Try to do a 2 for 2, but it's fine, Steely.
Yeah, in theory, I think it's fair.
Proactive is the word you're thinking. Yeah, we said proactive, but we were trying to do reactionary versus pro something airy. We're trying to get an airy word.
I think the Gnats are just trying to like terrorize me.
I don't know. Like, I don't notice them during the day, and then we're here, and they're like around.
Well, they're definitely attracted to lights, for sure.
That's got to be what. I don't notice them at all. All right, winner for the giveaway. Aiden Brodsky. Congratulations, Aiden. Send me a DM on Discord or drop your Flock username in the chat, and I'll issue you a team review right now. Appreciate all you guys who entered. And again, if you didn't win and you'd like to get your team looked at, gotcha. All right, here we go.
So JSM Bourne's team, this is a 12-team super flex, full PPR, half tight end premium. We have Burrow, Caleb Williams at QB, which is between a 7 and an 8 at this point. I'll I guess I'll give you an 8. Josh Jacobs, Chuba Hubbard, JCM. Charbonnet and Javonte Williams is a 5. You have a lot of startable options there. JSN, Odunze, Adams, Mike Evans, Coleman, Harris, and QJ, who are both relevant. Actually, QJ is relevant. Harris is not. I'll give you a between 6 and a 7 with your top 2 guys. That one I will give you a 6. And then tight end, we have Tyler Warren, which is an 8. So well-rounded, contend, reload. You are currently 2-0 in your league, and that is well-deserved, well-earned. You obviously lost Joe Burrow, which is kind of tragic. Here's what I would do as a contending team if I were an owner of Joe Burrow. I would go to a team that's 0-2 in your league, and I would just do a pivot. I would say, hey, this 0-2 team has Bosef. This 0-2 team has Baker. This 0-2 team has Jalen Hurts. You can't get him there. I'm trying to find the guy that has Mahomes. I'm hoping an 0-2 team has Mahomes. He does not. Is there a 1-1 team that has Mahomes? You can down tier from Burrow and you can go get like Bo Nix. That's kind of just what you'd have to. That's the value you have to sacrifice for a team that's looking to contend. I think you're too good to just fold because you lost Burrow this season.
Hey Aiden, I got yours and you're good, man. Do you want to release the DFF video? It's up, or do we wait?
We're doing that. So yeah, that's how I would fix your quarterback situation now that Joe Burrow is kind of gone. Kind of gone being he's gone. Now looking at some of your other positions, Warren takes care of tight ends. Wide receiver would like a little more depth there. Not even depth, just like guys that I like a little bit more. Evans and Adams are good to pair with Odunze and JSN. That's cornerstones paired with veterans. I would just take Trey Harris and QJ. I would package those guys, and I would just up tier. And then I would take Zach Charbonnet, and I would try to go get a guy that's a running back 1 in his offense, or not splitting carries with someone like her. Since you're down tiering from Burrow, you should be able to get some solid guys here, but I would try to up tier wide receiver, try to get like a Jacoby Myers type. You can go for at running back. We'll go for like Kamara. And honestly, I'm not afraid of the veterans here, but we can try to go for Quinshawn as well. Try to get Quinshawn at a solid price before he shoots up boards as well. So we'll go Bo Nix, Quinshawn Judkins, Alvin Kamara, and Jacoby Myers. Focus on maximizing the production upside of your flex spots as you look to compete this season. You can also consider down tiering from Caleb Williams to a lower QB to help or to get some extra value to help build up like running back or wide receiver. Get a cheap QB3 like Geno or Stafford to complete your QB room. I wouldn't panic too much about Burrow because honestly, Burrow's liquidity is going to be pretty high at this point. Even though it's at a lesser price, it's going to be higher because half the teams in your league are going to be interested in him because they'll be folding and get him. So Bo Nix, Quinshawn, Kamara, and Jacoby Myers are your targets here for a well-rounded team that's looking to compete. I think you're in really good shape. You're 2-0, and that is not a surprise at all given your starting roster. So well done. Let us know if you have any follow-ups or questions on this, man. We are happy to help.
And he just said the team with the least value might be willing to do some moves. Any thoughts on his team?
Yeah, I was looking at that team earlier. I think he's the one that has Baker. You honestly could try Caleb Williams down tier. to Baker if you wanted to. Burrow to Baker, you could do. That would make more sense because Burrow's the one that's actually not playing on the team now. He's done for the season, most likely. The relevant fantasy season. Looking at that team. Sorry, I gotta pull it up. I lost my spot. We've got Baker, Dak, Fields, Gibbs, Barkley, Brees. This guy's looking to rebuild. Yeah, because wide receivers are really rough. So, Scott, yeah. No. He was already. You're right there. You're right there.
Yeah, go to the 12th team.
You're already down there. I would shoot for Baker and Dak. I would get both of his QBs. I would give him Burrow for Baker, Dak plus a piece. That's what I would do. Try to get Ayuk before he comes back healthy. That's another thing that would be nice for your team. You could use that at wide receiver. And then I don't think I'd pay the premium for Barkley, but you can go ahead and try to get Brees for a fair price after Brees had a bum week. Hopefully that helps.
All right, Alex, we appreciate you, man. If you have any questions after this, let us know. We've got you. But Mr. Blue says, just join. We're trying to figure out where I'm gonna post my team picks, but he says he found it. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, once you get it submitted, just let us know. We'll get it in the queue. But again, anybody else who would like to get in the queue, we've got room tonight to get your team reviewed. And so there's the link. You can take advantage of that and get your team featured on tonight's stream. A couple trade questions here. Dynasty from Paraqua. We
already answered this one. These and Steely's. So
yeah. And then this one's basically Warren for Rice. I would still take Rice here. I would take Rice. I think you have to. I can do it.
Ovs Kyle brought in a trade question as well.
Okay. All right. And then OVS Kyle. Appreciate you, Kyle. Trading away Chuba for Ayuk in a second. I think if you're contending, I would just hold. If you're rebuilding, what's the comment say? I hesitate to pull the trigger. Suggestions.
Who's marking the trade question?
Me. I got him. Let's look at your team here real quick, Kyle. It's probably going to be a team-dependent one here. You'd be trading Chuba. You got Quinshawn, Jason, Marv, too. It's almost a future value team, to be honest with you. But, honestly, I feel like you could get more. Don't you think, Nathan? Or is this taking it?
That's pretty close.
He's probably a reload, I think.
If you're a reload,
a future value.
If you're a future value, I'm fine taking this for Ayuk in a second.
Yeah,
I would call it fair. If you can get more, then you can go for it.
Yeah,
but,
I'll mark it as fair.
I think as it stands, it's a fair deal.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Appreciate you, Kyle. All right. Beauty. All right. I think next is Big Bad Brad. Is that right?
Yeah, it's our salary cap one. It's a best ball PPR 12-team start 8 salary cap. Follow up to a review done early off season. Salary cap league rosters are here. So looking at the one that we did earlier in the off season, we'll pull up your roster here and check it out now. See how it's looking. Are you able to pull up the image? You cannot. That's so annoying. On screen. So you have Dart, Lamar, and Love at QB. This is a 1 QB 12 team, by the way. So compared to last time, again, you stuck with Lamar. You should be sticking with Lamar. This is honestly a 10. Really, Lamar is a 10. Running back, we have Henderson, Bucky, Genty, and JCM at running back. So Genty, Henderson, Bucky, and JCM. That's phenomenal. I mean, in a salary cap league, First off, let me pull up the link. Actually, if you want to follow that link, Scott, and pull it up so that we can actually view all the other teams. The price at which you have Bucky on a 4-year, $2 a year contract. Like that makes him one of the most valuable running backs in your league at price. Genty at $35 compared to Bucky at $2. Like that makes Bucky incredibly valuable. You're paying more for Tootin, JCM, and Grendo than you are for Bucky. Henderson $17. I mean, I'll give you with the value at running back that you have and the price that you're paying for them. That's going to be pretty unmatched, I would say, across your league. I mean, I'll give you a 9 there at running back. Wide receiver, we're looking at AJ Brown, Nico. You have Nico on a 1-year deal for $3, so that's a nice value. Troy Franklin, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pierce, Aldonte Thornton, Cedric Tillman. Let's go with at wide receiver. What did we give you last time? A 5 because you have AJ Brown, DK. Or no, you don't. Yeah, you still have DK and Pearsall. I'll go 6 because Pearsall has been a riser since we last did your team review. And then at tight end, you're gonna be a riser at tight end as well, because right now the value of you don't have Tucker Kraft anymore like you used to, but you do have Ertz, Travis Kelce, and then Luke Musgrave. So we'll go 2 there at tight end because you're paying a lot for Kelce.
802 says, how can I get help live for my Dynasty team on the stream? I just dropped the link for you. Again, annual Mother Flockers here. If you use code domain, you sign up, you get the free one. If not, you can do the a la carte version, and you can also get that as well.
Okay, you have a ton of cap room, dude. You have $61 in cap heading into the season. So you actually can make a trade here with a team that really isn't looking to compete. So what I'm looking at is the Bijan Mustard team is not contending this year, and he's maxed out in cap. He's overpaying a ton of guys, and you can kind of... Oh, man. I mean, Bijan, ironically, would be the one that I would want you to target. But he's not going to move off of Bijan, unfortunately. So actually, he's overpaying so many of those guys that I don't think you can take on that cap or that move. I went with the 6. So we got 10, 9, 6, 2. We're going to go running back heavy. Contend. I'll go reload. That's one of the better running backs I've seen in terms of bang for your buck. You're $2 for stupid. So like with that point alone, like you can never trade Bucky Irving.
Ever.
Comment number 1 on this team. Like, don't ever trade Bucky Irving. Under that contract, that is one of the most valuable guys that you could think of. Puka's on $125 for 2 years. So that I wondered if he would be cheaper because of where he was drafted.
That's some extra salary cap room here.
Yeah, I know. He has $60
bucks.
So I'm trying to find guys that are non-contending teams. I'm going to kill these nuts, dude. They keep flying into my face. Well, I'm trying.
I'm not attached to him.
Thanks.
Genty on 35 years.
Yeah.
That's also, again, like running backs here. Really good.
I'm trying to find a guy in the 60s-ish. So, because really, ideally, I'd like to see another solid wide receiver on this team.
I mean, even if you get him in the 30s or 40s.
So we have Jacoby Myers for $31. That's not good enough. Who is like fairly paid, like paid at a fair price, that's on a team that isn't really competing right now? Okay, so like Odunze for $52. I would pay that team has Marv, London, and Rome, and BTJ and Malik all on ridiculous deals. And then his running backs are, man, he's probably the top contender on your team. He has James Cook and nothing else, but he has Hurts, and then he has Njoku. That wide receiver is ridiculous. I don't know if he'll trade any of those guys. Let me know if he's willing to move off of any of those guys. Because sorry, it's not Rome for $52. It's Rome for $21. So here's what I would do. Right now, you have Nico for one more year, and then you're going to lose him because he's going to be way more expensive than where he's going right now for what's his cost? Nico right now on your team is $3 for this year. And this guy that's loaded at wide receiver has Marv for 35 on a 4-year deal, which honestly, I would rather have Marv locked in for $35 for 4 years than I would Nico this year for really cheap when you have $61 left in your cap. So that's one that I would consider. Because again, the value of Nico is going to be so high because he's such a bargain at his price, but it's only for 1 year, that if you can get someone that's more expensive on a team that doesn't have a lot of salary cap space, they would pay you another productive guy that's a little more expensive just to get the discount of having Nico on their team for a year for pennies on the dollar. And again, you can afford to absorb the extra cap. So that's a move I would look into making with Nico. Let's try to, I'm going to double down on Pearsall. I would try to pivot off of Pearsall for a guy that I feel a little bit better about. Pearsall right now, you are paying $4. Again, someone will pay a premium to get a guy on a $4 deal for 4 years. And you can get someone that costs $30+ for 4 years. I would move. This guy is literally maxed out in cap, and doesn't look like he's contending this year. This guy has Xavier Worthy, $11 for 4 years. I would give him Pearsall, and I would go get Xavier Worthy for $11 for 4 years. 100% I'm doing that. Next move that I would consider doing is $12 for 5 years. That's where I would go ahead and just target Travis Hunter. See if you can get him at a discount. And again, like not discount because he's going for $12 right now, but if they're freaking out about his usage right now, and you can get him on a 5-year deal for $12, that's pretty low risk. That would be another option. And then how much are you paying DK? $69 for 2 years. Okay, I don't think there's going to be any takers there. $100 for AJ Brown for 2 years. No takers there. You will get a taker for JCM for $3 for 5 years. And again, I would go for a team that is looking for a younger, cheaper guy trying to clear up space. 2 teams here with $450 maxed out in cap. Just totally maxed out. Any running backs that they would be willing to give you here? This guy only has $2 left in cap. He's paying $11 for RJ Harvey. Go move JCM and go get RJ Harvey for $11 on 5 years, just to give him some extra flexibility there. So those are your moves. We're looking at like Worthy. We're looking at Travis Hunter just as kind of a flyer move. We're looking at RJ Harvey, and we're looking at gosh dang it, I'm forgetting the other guy that I mentioned. Travis Hunter, Worthy, Harvey. Brick.
Still has comment.
Who was the other guy that I mentioned? You also tried to get Olave for $10 for 2 years as well.
And he did say, yeah, it's a big part why I'm holding some cap in reserve. Plus the expiring deals of Kelsey, Love, and Ertz give me enough cap, I think, to retain Nico. So yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, honestly though,
Nico's
not a guy that I would want to pay top dollar to retain.
Depends
personally.
on the price, honestly.
It does depend on the price, but I have a feeling someone in your league is going to want to pay up to retain him. And I don't know if I were you, I would rather pay top dollar for a guy.
Seeing Puka at $125 and that deal was done before this year, like that makes me skeptical that you're going to get Nico on a deal that we like.
Yep. Agreed. Which is why I would be looking to trade him now for a guy that you can get for a fair price on a longer term deal. on a team that, again, is struggling with cap space at the moment. So
yeah,
hopefully that makes sense. It's all about, again, just try to target the teams. This will be my other strategy point. Just target the teams in your league that are maxed out in terms of salary cap. And try to get some of those like more expensive players that you can absorb that are on longer term deals, because again, your long-term outlook is a lot better than some of these other rosters. And then, yeah, I mean, the rest of your roster looks really solid. I would just ride out the contracts of AJ Brown and DK Metcalf unless you can trade them away for a fair price, but I wouldn't be expecting to re-sign either of them. So expect to load up on cap over the next couple of years and kind of get some guys in free agency that I think are worth paying top dollar to long term. So,
yeah.
All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions on that, any follow-ups. Again, salary cap leagues are really fun. They're really tough, but, they're fun to break down.
They're fun. We appreciate you, Brad. If you have any questions, let us know. Mr. Blue says, do I need to do the annual plan, or could I do the monthly plan to receive the free team? You can do the monthly and you can get a discount on a team review, or you can do the annual and get the free one. It's a better deal to do the annual, but you technically could do both. And so you only get the free one though with the annual. So appreciate it. All right, got the link down in the comments if you guys want to get your Dynasty team featured on tonight's stream. We're breaking down these teams, telling people whether to reload, contend, what moves they should make, what their team archetype is, etc. So you can follow that link. I think Kiwi, one of our newest members. Kiwi, are you on the stream? I'm assuming you are. You bought, you did the live. I'm assuming you're here. I'm very excited to have you, man. We appreciate you again. Up tonight. Yep, yeah. Daniel says, y'all stream Dynasty weekly. I'm not sure if I'll get home in time to get my team in for live. Yes, we do. We stream twice a week, and so we will be live again for Dynasty Friday. If you would like to do then, we have 3 in the queue right now, so depending on how soon you'll be home, then we're happy to look at it either today or on our next stream. Appreciate you, Daniel. Okay.
All right, so this is the Coup Crew, is his team name. League just started, not really sure which direction to go. So this is a mid-season. Wow, would love to compete early on, but not scared to reload, rebuild. All right, let's check this out. So right now, Coup Crew, you're 3rd in the power ranking. You're 0-2, points for 265, points against 335. That's cool. A lot of points scored against you. But you do have Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Matt Stafford. That sucks. You lost Joe Burrow. It's like a week after you drafted him, so that's unfortunate.
Brutal.
I'll still give you in a 12 team, 6 or a 7 there at QB. Probably a 7. David Montgomery, Joe Mixon, Javonte Williams, Nick Chubb. At running back is going to be good for a 2. BTJ, Marv Higgins, Shakir, Stephon Diggs is going to be like a 7. And then tight end, Tyler Warren is an 8. So 7-2-7-8, flexing T. Higgins and Shakir. You will be starting Kyler Murray and Matt Stafford from here on out. Running back, we don't have enough value. I don't think we have enough value at wide receiver to invest in running back, really. I don't want to move Burrow for 0-2 start. What are you thinking? Reload. He's got Higgins too. Higgins
got 2 firsts already.
If you already have 2 firsts, and Higgins and Burrow both taking a hit
this year, it's gonna be easy to reload with this.
We'll do a quick reload.
Yeah, just take some value win. What's his point? Let's look. Let me go through. Okay, so this is you are points for 265. Yeah, you're lower in your league. Yeah, you are. I would reload.
Yeah, this should be a quick reload. Hold Burrow until at least the off season, and continue to build more value upside, primarily at wide receiver. Yeah. If you can get 26 picks at a discount, I would try to capitalize on that as well. This is a team where I would just take Javonte, I would take Shakir, I would go move them to contending teams, Diggs as well. Javonte Williams, go to a contending team, especially though. Like I definitely want to do that. We'll go safe for long-term asset when we move Javonte. And then, yeah, your wide receivers, Shakir and Diggs, will just go higher value upside.
Yeah. And Gio, is this your team by chance?
And then the third move that I would make is really just Montgomery, Mixon, Chubb. Basically all your running backs.
Yep. Yeah, when you reload.
So a lot of lower end guys that you're trying to sell high because they are moving up boards quite a bit. So this is a team where, like, hey, a lot of people are low on Matthew Golden right now. Understandably, you should take the value upside shot on Matthew Golden. That's one that I feel pretty decent about for you. Just riding it out this season, seeing if he can end up getting increased usage. At running back, I would try to go again. Try to buy low on a guy who has kind of disappointed to start, but has fallen down so much where it's like, yeah, at this point, you may as well just take the shot on an RJ Harvey. And then, yeah, for a guy like Chris Olave, who has a ton of target volume, but he's pretty cheap right now, I would go try and target a Chris Olave. Harvey, Olave, Golden, 26 rookie picks, basically draft capital, rookies that have started slow, and guys that have value upside that have shown that they can produce at higher levels and have just not found the end zone. Case in point, Chris Olave, right?
We did have a question here. But yeah, when you sign up for the Motherflocker, you get weekly updates or just monthly. You get weekly during the season and then monthly after that. So again, it's annual Motherflocker, but yeah, you do get a new blueprint every week during the season.
Clear out running back outside of any rookie investments this season.
Oh, by the way, we are one subscriber away from 32,000 subs. So if somebody wants to put us over the line, go for it.
And then another thing that I would do is explore down tiers from Kyler and try offloading Stafford to a contender.
Yep, I'm with you.
Now's the time for you to move off Stafford because he's starting, he's healthy. Contending team's going to want him, need him, they'll pay up for him. This is exactly why we were telling people to invest in those cheaper QBs in the offseason, because worst case scenario, you have to reload like this situation and you just ship Stafford off for more than double what he was worth in the offseason. So let us know if you have any questions on that, man. Again, for reloads, it's all about playing the market in the middle of the season, trying to get those big value wins and capitalizing on opportunities to get players that have not reached their value upside potential and are kind of, again, just starting slow. Again, plenty of rookies start slow, and the Dynasty community is a little impatient with some of those at times.
Yep. All right. Kiwi, welcome again. Appreciate you. I didn't see you in the comments. If you do have any questions, you can obviously, of course, add us as friends on Discord. If you have any questions, you can touch base with us over there. But we appreciate you again. Thank you so much for joining and for supporting us. And yeah, we'll make sure that we take care of you here with this reload. So, all right, Aiden. Let's do this.
Was this the giveaway?
This was the giveaway.
I'll figure it out.
All right, cool. Dynasty Superflex 10-team start 9 here. He did say, looking to send away my 26 first and JMO into Saquon, the 0-2 owner just lost Burrow. Yeah, that would be great. Going to go for a win, strong wide receiver with Rice coming back. Double coverage, we got you first here. It's a 10-team Superflex start 9. It's a half-point tight end premium. It's a full-point PPR. Lamar, Goff, and Jones is a 7. Bucky, Chase Brown, and then that's it, is a 5. London, Rice, Odunze, Wilson, JMO. That is a wide receiver. That is, to me, if his Rashee Rice was a little bit better, that was a wide receiver factory. That the top 5. That's the wide receiver 3, 4, and 5. That's my ideal wide receiver factory. I think it's that's an 8 at least. Interesting that's ranked 4th because it doesn't have any top 5 guys, but I think that's at least.
I bet you $1 million you look at the 3 teams above.
Chase, and I can tell you right now, Jefferson, Lamb.
I would give that wide receiver.
Yeah, that's what I give it. And then Njoku, Pitts, Fannin. Not bad. You got some depth there. That's a 4. I give you a 5 at tight end. Honestly, like you've got Fannin as your tight end 3. He's got some dynasty value right now. Rounded here.
I thought you said it was wide receiver factory.
I would like Rice to be. I would like for him to have like 2 elite wide receivers. It could be a wide receiver factory. It's between a wide receiver factory and well-rounded.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He has more viable running back options. So
yeah, I think he's a well-rounded here. Well-rounded contend. Love your wide receiver though. It's only a start 9. This is going to be a pretty easy one here because honestly, what we're going to do is up tier. So 3 moves here, real quick for you.
What's his record? 2-0.
He's 2-0. Yeah, so he's definitely contending, and he did say so. JMO and the first for Saquon, we're going to do. So you're flexing Chase Brown every week, which is great. Let's go ahead And I'm going to give you a, let me double check my facts here real quick. Fact check myself.
Jam on a first for Saquon.
Yeah. Chase Brown is value equivalent to, no, he's, frick me. You get Jacobs for him? Yo, you can down tier to Jacobs. Down tier from Chase Brown to Jacobs plus. I love your wide receiver. Crap. And then an up tier, we're going to up tier from Juwan Jennings and Wilson.
Garrett Wilson and Jawan. Works with me.
That ironically is my worst team. It's a pretty good team. This is a good worst team.
Plus, you don't even have to, since you're down tiering from Chase Brown, you get the extra value from that deal. It's up tier from Garrett Wilson as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, Aiden. I'm a little bit skeptical on.
Let's do this thing called Jackson Smiths. And then I'll just give you a cheap veteran like Adams. Ouch. Okay. So this is a start no tight end league. So I wouldn't even in a half tight end premium, I would not worry about tight end. I would not touch tight end. I would not entertain starting any of your tight ends. If you can use Njoku, Pitts, Fannin, any value from any of those guys to get any of these up tiers done, use them, include them, throw them in. Do not plan on ever starting a tight end in this league because you don't need to.
Yep.
It's a waste to invest in a tight end in this league.
I agree. Maximize your upside by investing in wide receiver running backs. So do that.
He doesn't have to start a tight end. There are no tight end spots required.
All right. Jay, where's that? Can I see the overall power rankings here, Scott? Okay, so he's got Jay Money's first season power ranking. So, I would say what's Jay Money's record? Give him any advice on that first yet?
Well, we're having him move it for Saquon.
Oh yeah, that's the.
Yeah. Hold off on moving your 27 first.
Yeah,
if you're moving your 26, if you're moving 27, hold off on 26. But aside from the Saquon deal, don't plan on moving any future draft capital for now.
And unless it's Bowers and McBride, right? Yeah, Bowers and McBride.
I don't know. Even then, would you rather have Bowers get out of my face? How is he still here? What I was saying.
What's funny is they
even with Bowers and
bothered me at
McBride, where are Bowers and McBride priced in normal dynasty leagues? Bowers, value equivalent to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I would rather have Amon-Ra St. Brown over Brock Bowers. Hands down, not even a question. Trey McBride priced around where JSN and Rome Odunze are right now. I'd rather have JSN and Rome Odunze. Like these guys, where they're being priced is, again, production-wise, equivalent to the production that you're getting from the wide receivers that are right there in that range. So again, it's just, to me, it's not even worth it. Like if you have Bowers and McBride in this league, I'd be moving Bowers and McBride at a premium and going and getting another elite wide receiver. I mean, we were at a time this offseason where Bowers and Puka were right next to each other. Yeah. And that just, it's not even close. It's not even close for us. We'd much rather have a guy like Puka. So aside from the Saquon deal, no need to move future draft capital.
All right, Aiden. Congrats on the free one. We appreciate you, man. Go win this league. You got a great team. Worst team. This is a great team. So
it's your worst team.
Yeah,
seriously.
So appreciate you, buddy.
Wow. I wish I was like you.
I know, me too. Right. Dynasty. All right. Refresh. Okay, we will be live Friday night on the Dynasty stream. Again, we have a Dynasty video coming out tomorrow. We should have another Dynasty video for you Friday this week, and so we'll have plenty of Dynasty content come out for this week. If you haven't subscribed already, did we hit 32K? Hit 32. Yeah, we did. 32,000 exactly. Nice. So milestone. You're here for it. All right. We love you guys. We appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow with the video and Friday with the live stream. Go win your week. Go win your week this week. Appreciate you, and we'll see you later.
Yes.